I want my wall back as well. I miss the wall. It just got torn through so quickly. Alright, good job, Jimmy. You're feeling fine, so your bed is going away. My storage amount of hay is of a little bit of concern. There's a lot to be had here. Actually, how much is there? I have the planning thing. What is 11 times 28 times 20? Somebody surely knows. Well, 11 is like 10, as 28 is like 30, so that's 300, 3,000, 6,000. 6,000 hay is there. It's not exactly that, but that's a very quick way of getting a usable number. Jake math. It's effective math. Okay, everybody here seems fine-ish. Surprised they're not getting more infections, especially those sleeping on the floor. To only get one infection, albeit in his head. Come on, Shadow. Oh yeah, Health and Meowzilla are also seeing to themselves here. Probably not the best places for you to go, but... In fact, you would do a better job healing yourself up back in your own beds, so go to those. You're also going to get that debuff for slept in the floor, aren't you? Shared room with a slave. Wasn't aware that's a thing. I had to sleep in the same room as a slave. I wonder if Boomer would feel that way if I could assign this to you. Silver mining site. The Pact of Boamb. They're not a real people. That's 2,000 silver. It could be ours, but we do have our hands full here right now. I've got a base to piece back together and a lot of things to haul. Oh, I was just talking about this. Kazumi infected now, but I give Kazumi half decent medical attention. Just showing my care for her. I patched her up once. She got exploded on the way out, and now I'm going to patch her up again. I see Randy has had some fun again today. Anything of specific interest happen? We had quite a few chatters come in for the raid on both sides. Jet11 died horribly. Is that another infection? I shouldn't have opened my mouth about infections. The animals were fine. Health got shot right through the leg, and Meowzilla got shot through the bits. But largely I let my allies die for me, and then at the last moment sent in the elephants. These corpses aren't worth dragging over all the way from there. These ones, however, are. Ryan, a slave like you has no need for rest. I wish for you to go and strip. And strip. Any other dead bodies needing a good stripping? Oh god, did I miss the opportunity to strip you? No, it looks like you got shot to death. There was no stripping opportunity despite your awesome gear. Still, even tainted, that's some good stuff. Not going to engage with that though. I'd still like you to go and strip the body though. Actually, maybe don't strip it and just disallow it. I want to strip these bodies so that the useless clothes stay outside of here where I don't need to worry about them. You're going to have to be stripped as well, sadly. I want grenades, and I certainly don't want them lying around the floor here. And a good revolver is a good revolver. And that's a body for us. And some good gear for us. Lots of hauling to be done. Can't wait for Nix to wake up and do all that hauling. Oh, no, instead he's going to tend to people. Oh yeah, there was that whole infection thing that I should have taken care of. Lona, I know you love digging, but I actually want you to help out on the hauling here. No empty accessible slot for a wool mega sloth. What? Oh, it's tainted, that's why. I don't have anywhere to store tainted items. I forget tainted items don't pop out as not to be used when you strip them like that, even though I would like them to. Awful, tainted, hopefully going to degrade out there. But still, I would like you to go and haul what can be hauled out there. Did you ever finish Black and White 2? I did. It was a very disappointing finish for everyone involved. There we go. A lot of rubbish to throw around here. Crisis of Belief and Berserking. Well, hopefully wait, I have a feeling that Shigo's somebody who has berserked before. Well, they ain't berserking now. Health, go and recapture that individual, please. There are a lot of people with deadly operations to have still performed on them. And hopefully we can get around to that once these other people have been dealt with. Lung, kidney... Didn't I set you up for execution? I did. John, go and execute that individual, please. And I also want John to get cooking. There is a lot of cooking to be done. Instead, he's too busy ruling over his rather splendid throne room there. Final Incarnation says, I feel like the game suffers from being too easy and not deep enough. Black and White 2, I hope you mean, and I'm certainly willing to agree with you there. But then again, I've only played through it once just now. There's probably a lot more to the game that I'm missing out on. I appreciate all the cleaning, Ryan, but right now is the day of hauling. So much medical work to be done. Health and Ryan Rex chatted about cute animals. I feel like this game integrates the slaves not well enough as slaves. At times it doesn't really feel like they are at my beck and call as slaves. Feels too softy. Oh, Meowzilla's not a hauler. Actually, I should really make it so that... Oh, right, you're incapable of hauling. Well, never mind that then. Yeah, there's a medical tab button. I might get rid of it. It's not as good as I'd hoped. Then again, it is quite nice to get a quick view of everything here, but it doesn't work with UI scaling, which is a big bad. Guess it's good to instantly see all the... Wait, hostiles? Why are they hostile? They're my prisoners. Anyway, not the biggest fan of it, although there's one nice thing. This is nice and easy to use. And that's nice to do for animals as well. If they fit here, which they don't. It shows infection there too. I'd really hoped I could quickly assign operations using it, but it seems that I cannot. Aye, it's not RimWorld if you're not chopping up the bodies of humans here. My colonists don't actually like butchering humans for flesh, but that's offset by the sheer value of their skin and such. Oh god, bringing me 20 industrial medicine is so good. She doesn't look very stripped there, Nix. Would you mind dealing with that first? And then say no to all this tainted stuff. And then actually go and haul other things, please. The bodies can wait. Actually, while we're at it, I will strip these two. I'll just keep close eye on what comes out of them and be sure to say no to it all. Even though it's such good stuff. I'm gonna miss these. Especially that good recon armor. Is that a room full of slaves? No, it's a room full of non-consensual organ donation to the colony. I take their organs out, I rip their skin off, and I send the sleeping bags made of their skin to allies and new potential allies. Meowzilla's taken a very pragmatic view to it all. Just doing a good job, just undoing the damage here. Ooh, that's a real recon helmet for us. I want the real recon armor while I'm at it. I guess you could refer to it as fully organic harvesting. Ah, organic. I'm with you. How's the power doing? Power has been a big problem. It'll be less of a problem when I have these geothermals set up, but that is taking some time. Oh, Nick's got a shoot frenzy. Not sure that's what I'm looking for with a guy with that chain shotgun, but oh well. One thing about playing Raider style, it's really easy to get good moods on it. The Conquest gives a +12 and they're not difficult to do. Executing prisoners lasts for 6 days and gives a big boon. It doubles down if you were the one that did it. And the executions stack. And if you're part of the raid, that's another bonus. There's just a lot of bonuses to stack. Okay, this is down just to his bloodlust though. John's an easy guy to keep happy. People with bloodlust don't care about tainted gear. True, I don't really want to give John armor, or I don't want to give anyone full-time armor. I would like to keep a bit of armor around so that if things get really grim, I can say, right, armor up, it's time for a real fight. So, an armory, if you will. Ooh, there's a Psychic Insanity Lance. Does Lona have one? Yeah, you do. Good. Does it count as clothing for you? Oh, you've got a Shock Lance. Wasn't aware I had so many lances, but I'm happy for it. These crappy clothes will hopefully deteriorate out here quite quickly, so I don't need to worry about them. Otherwise, though, this has been a pretty good haul for us. Another good aspect of calling in allies. Slave rebellion likely. Come on, Ryan, don't make me put you down again. Oh, I suppose having all these weapons lying around isn't helping our matters there. I should be building another weapons thing here. I don't know where I'd put it though. I'd love to have this place just generally be even bigger, but that would mean digging into here and causing myself a lot of troubles down the line. I could make a separate armory though. Because I do want to build this out a bit and have more of a room going on here. 7 colonists doesn't make that the fastest thing in the world, but it can still be done. Meanwhile, John, he enjoys what he does somewhat. I enjoy my work, he says, slicing up the body of Winters. That likelihood thing keeps bopping in and out. I'm not sure Ryan Rex is going to live forever in this colony. The slave aspect in this game I don't find particularly engaging. Speaking of engaged though, he is engaged. He's engaged to Voomer. But I might just have to kill him. You know, because there's no other option. I simply must kill him. Just free him as a wedding gift. I wouldn't let him be part of the main colony though, that's not how it operates. He lost the fight and I'm not going to go back on my principles just for that. A lot of meat here. How much is that meat worth if I simply throw it in here? Meat itself isn't worth that much, but it would just spoil otherwise. So I think I will actually zone a little stockpile over here. And it is for nothing except critical human meat. And then I'm going to send it over as a present. Otherwise, it really will just go to waste. It can be made into kibble and last forever, but I'll do that as much as I can until I won't. Because I prefer my elephants just to eat hay. It's not as nutrient efficient, but it is more time and labor efficient. Can he redeem himself in a new fight? I think when the opportunity arises, I'll have Ryan fight for the right. Then again, he might die before that opportunity arises. Come now, Nix. There's more hauling to be done. He's doing his best with the hauling, bless him. Tainted gear has this annoying way of clogging up everything around here. I usually just make a pile of it and set it on fire periodically. Oh, nice. Big's getting out of here. And that's a bonus with the Concord. Concord isn't the problem, though. It's the Fallen Imperium, of which we have 1, 2, 3 members. So I should be alright getting my influence back with them. It's not influence, it's relations. But this lack of power is painful. I really need Boomer back on research. But research needs power. So I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't here. I think I have other ways of generating power though, don't I? A wood-fired generator could help. A chem fuel-powered one's probably more efficient in many ways. I don't have a ton of wood here. This might be an ugly necessity for a wee while. Oh, this television keeps using up my power. That's my problem. Turn off the bleeding telly. Yeah, I count myself at 7 right now. I might go to 7 plus 1 slave, but again, I don't really like having the slave around. It doesn't fill me with joy, sadly. Okay, Meowzilla's on this. I'd rather Voomer was on it. But Voomer is helping with the hauling, which is another thing I need more of. I'll deconstruct that and put in a new bed here. It has become apparent that I need a lot of beds in my medicine, in my words, Jake. I need a lot of beds over in my hospice. That should do it. Can stick another one here and still be alright. Yeah, Meowzilla's not the best at researching for us, sadly. But we've done worse. It's getting to nighttime as well. Everyone's going to want to take a kip for the night also. I want my yayo. And I really wanted that medicine that nobody went to get. There's certainly going to be space for that medicine here. Oh, this is just so full of junk. Right, I need to call in those people to buy up all these things that I have. John, I know this is asking a lot of you, but John is the one that has to talk to these people. Come on, there we go. Call the Fallen Imperium, and kindly ask for an Imperial Trader, and then turn this thing off. Never thought about it before, because when I play industrially, I always have access to... there we go, I always have access to geothermal. But if you don't have a constant flow of power, there's a lot of micro in turning off your machines. And hopefully get a bit stored up in the batteries. This wouldn't have been a problem if I didn't have that power discharge with the zit. But I did. I certainly did. Ryan's still sleeping there in the medical center, taking up a bed whilst actual injured people have to sleep on the floor. But at least these people got their immunities. Good, good. Do you have a power redundancy loop yet? No, I don't. The best thing I think I could do is migrate these batteries over to somewhere else. It's a little ugly over here, but I could build a little battery bank, say, into the wall here and feed it down here and across here. So they'd have to nip this and this, which is quite unlikely to happen. Oh, well, I've already built myself a battery redundancy area right here, haven't I? That's right, I have. If I do it like this, then that's a healthy amount of redundancy. Of course, it's all cut off if this thing gets destroyed. But then I won't need this line coming out here whatsoever. I'll just move them all over there and they'll all be safer. Very safe, even. Good. I always use a disconnected wire and just reconnect my devices to the unpowered wire. Saves time if I flick a switch. Not sure I know what you mean by that. Also, I can turn this thing back on. I don't want Boomer to be distracted from not doing research. I'll even do both of them in case Meowzilla gets any hot ideas. There we go. Good bit of energy being generated helps out. Maybe you mean there's some kind of power switches that I could use. Come on, Jake, read the word power. Power switch. Switches power on and off. Is this something you can do yourself, or does the colonist need to do it? Because if I can do it without making the colonists do it, that's rather handy. But still, I'd rather just set up my geothermal and not think about it whatsoever. That's for Voomer to do. Oh, the colonist does it, then bleh to that. I got so much junk that I need to get rid of here. Okay, I am going to... Whoa, got all this junk lying around here as well. This transport pod is going to be loaded with every bit of human meat that I have. And I'll load it up with more later. Not human meat, unless I come into having more of it. There we go. And now, since it's so close, it's very easy for Ryan to get on that job. Handy. Well, I think it's being taken from here. Oh, this is critical, right? It should only be important rather than critical. So it means you're going back and forth to that. It's not the worst of things, but it's still a waste of everyone's time. Good. Just cancel that. Now, if I were to launch this, I'm not going to, but if I were, it alone would give 56 relations with the Triera. I'm probably not telling them that it's human meat. I'm just saying, here's some nice meat for you to enjoy. I need to give even more. I need to give 175 opinion worth of stuff. So I can further load this thing with... With what exactly? Not tainted goods. Tainted goods aren't so good to give. Then again, this tainted recon armor is worth something. And it'll get it off the map if nothing else. Same for that. Ah yes, these guns that I picked up. Say goodbye to these old shotguns, machine pistols, normal bolt action rifles. We can really pull ahead in weaponry now. And just give away the old crappy stuff. Not giving bio-coded stuff. Bio-coded's no good for anybody. This silver warhammer is actually worth a lot of money. Money enough to make a friend? I would say yes. Same with the plasteel one. So I can quite happily give those away. You can melt the silver warhammer down into, well, silver. I could do that here, but silver is silver. Sending it as a gift is relations. It means the hotkey of the... Uh-oh. This seems a little bit larger than ones of past. And a little bit more full of centipedes. Twice as many centipedes. 3 big guns. Big guns means big attack. Oh, no, Ryan, no. Well, actually, as long as we don't go into here, we're okay. Nonetheless, though... It's time to do my zone again. Stay away from mech means don't go here. And everybody is in stay away from mech. Yeah, Rook's just chilling there. Rook doesn't mind. 2 unstable power cells, though, is mwah. I want those, and I want those badly. What is this? A climate adjust... Oh. You know, minus 10 degrees is not the end of the world here. Especially since it's going to get hotter. That's actually going to help me unless it gets even worse. Invert the zone, Jake? No. The zone currently means people can be everywhere except this little area here. This isn't the easiest thing to deal with. It has given me a very convenient wall around it though, so I could, for example, throw grenades at this to blow up you, but it's these centipedes that are a big problem. This is of course another job for glorious allies, but I really want these 2 things taken intact. It's very important that I take those intact, so I might very subtly do this with grenades at that auto-charge turret. Yeah, this one calls for some sensitivity. But it can be dealt with, and I'm certain I'll be able to deal with it no problem, or minimal problems. Let's begin moving these batteries along, by the way. Yeah, in the end, as long as it's not muscle parasites, I cannot complain. But yeah, imagine that. Imagine it's the dead of summer. It's like 35 degrees and you're like, oh, yeah. And then suddenly there's this big, evil, malevolent force that comes down and goes, haha, I am going to reduce the temperature in this region by 10 degrees Celsius. Not going to be that fussed about it, are you? Dry thunderstorms are unpleasant. I just hope they don't strike these power cells. These are so good. You want as many of these as possible. They operate forever. They're free. They're just free power. Wouldn't even need geothermals if I had a ton of those. The big downside is they're extremely volatile. If they explode, they make a huge explosion. I'd seriously question their malevolence. That's just what the media is telling you, right? Chings, who would have thought this fire is super flammable? 130% flammable? That's quite funny. One person wouldn't be able to handle this, no way, no how. Alright, not bad. It's a good idea to wall the unstable power cells somewhere well hidden. Yeah, I would definitely put them into the walls. And very much walled off, double doored, probably insulated doored. Then watch a termite just think that they're hot stuff and blow it up anyway. I'd probably even put them down here. Yeah, avoiding tantrums is a big part of that. Also, I'm avoiding having lots of hay, which is quite unfortunate. Oh, we still have our volcanic winter, which is reducing the growth rate of our stuff. Unfortunate, but not insurmountable. Still, good to see everyone be so industrious. Hey, Voomer! Well, Voomer's not here, so I don't get to know what kind of weapon they want. But I'm going to imagine they would want a sniper rifle. But I want them to keep researching, so I'll deal with that later. Didn't land anywhere important. Oh, bollocks. That is 200% bad for me. All this hay which is meant to feed my elephants, and it just went kapow. Well, fortunately it shouldn't spread to my other ones, that's a nice thing about diversifying them, but still. Don't I have a new order for cut blighted plants? There we go. The trouble is that blight's going to spread. I need that cutting work done now. Plant cut, health, John, Ryan Rex as well. Get on it. Lona even. Do it. Cut the blight, save the good stuff. No, 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 no. Do not be sowing. You sow the seed, that's the seed will just no, John, no. No, not the time to unload your inventory. Whatever you've got there. Now is the time for taking care of... No, god damn it. Get to work. Also, I don't want you to drop those. I want you to keep those frag grenades on you. I have always had a very, very hard time in telling people to cut blight because they always get distracted by doing other things. I need to make a barrier for the blight to not affect other crops. I wasn't even aware that grass could get blight. Not in the game, of course it can in the game, but in real life. And I'm going to assume if it's happening in this game, it can happen in real life. Because it's that kind of game. Yeesh, come on, man. I don't know how far blight can jump. I'm going to guess 2 units. Of course, Lona sawed it off. She was having none of that. There's got to be a better way to do this, but I have not yet figured it out. Okay, that should be this taken care of. So I didn't lose the whole crop, which is great. I lost, what would that be, about 1/5 of it? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1/5, 2/9, something like that. Still, once all this is cut away, I can happily... Or maybe I should just cut the lot of it. Seems a little dangerous now. 118, I still need to send these people more. Fortunately, there's still space for more. Packaged survival meals are good light ways to add, or to give over wealth. Poor armchairs are sadly not... Oh, I bought that telescope and I never installed it. I need to fix that as well. How much for a dead rat? Molotov cocktails worth surprisingly good money, so you can have that. And these normal chain shotguns, I suppose. And all these clothes that I ripped off of people would be nice to give, but they would just be so labor intensive to fetch them back and forth. That's why I'm a little hesitant on doing that. Where are those beds of mine? There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. I like the synth thread bed. I bet that's really good. I can give them this plain leather bedroll. The skulls, oddly enough, have value, just not a ton of value. Telescope in your colony. Time to rename to colonoscopy. Bit grim, that. Then again, this whole colony is a bit grim for a lot of people. Some of this stuff is worth good money, especially when I get these parkas. Oh yeah, that Devil Strand parka is worth handing over. Tons of hats, but if it's... I'm looking for things that are worth giving for value. Not gonna give them this good armor, but flak jackets, flak vests. See, I don't like flak vests, and I don't suspect I'll ever use flak vests. Kind of the same with flak pants, so I don't have a problem handing all of those over. Although the vest is the lighter option here. Even the excellent one, it's gonna go. There we go. I can send that to the people and hope that makes them friendly. At the very least, it'll make them neutral. Then it's just a bit more of a push to get them full-on friendly. Nyx can bring it over. This place can be re-sown now that the blight is completely removed. And I would also like to harvest what we have. Let's get some of this stored away, please. And now I can put plant cut down where it belongs. I don't really want Ryan Rex doing it at all. I don't really want Lona taking time out of her mining to do that. There we go. Okay, good. They're going over here where they belong. Tell you what, how about you kill this thing? It's been sitting around here for way too long. Way too long. Whew. Nice shot in the foot killing it. But finish the fight. Animals like this are going to eat my crops, and it's very inefficient to have that happen. And I swear that this emu has been hanging around here for a very long time. How are my grandchildren? Your grandchildren are fine. Jimmy got an infection in his leg, but it's all healed now. Everything else is... Oh my god, does God hate my crops? Well, Randy hates my crops. Dry thunderstorms are just that dangerous. And I'm not sure you can get rain in a volcanic winter. Not sure, of course, implying that I don't know either way. Yeah, the game always starts in 5500. Gotta have that consistent cannon. Are we still on full-on haul mode for Ryan Rex? There is a lot of hauling to be done for sure, but this lack of cleanliness is doing my head in. Get that cleaning done for one. Thinking I might move him back onto cleaning. Nix is more of a hauler right now. Okay. Ooh, exotic. Oh, I must have missed that somebody even moved into comms range. I don't have anything built up to sell my goods, so I'm not going to worry about that. Achtung is the mod you want to cut all those plants at once. I DM'd the link. I looked into Achtung. It came with too many things that I wasn't interested in, as I remember it. Then again, my memory's not to be trusted. Again? Oh, jings, that fiber corn, which I forgot was down here. And probably won't last that long. Get up, folks. Tend to that, please. Well, I can harvest this to show off how useless... Oh, it counts as chop wood. I can chop this wood to show just how useless fiber corn is in due time, but it's pretty useless. The yields on it are 2 each. I don't know how easy they are to pull out though, but I guess we'll see soon enough. And good, these people that were taking up all my beds are getting better enough to leave. Even Kazumi. Kazumi's going to come away from all of this with little more than a little scar on her left arm. Some people are going to come away with nothing hurting them here. Shadow, however. Burns, bites, scratches, gunshots. They were frostbitten at some point. It's not a good day to be Shadow. It's seldom a good day to be Shadow. And that is a custom person being brought in. Oh no, that's bad. Ah, that wall was useful. Very, very useful, and now it's going. Ooh, I don't like this. Can I put out that fire without everything turning on me and killing me? Ryan, you're going to be the one to find out. You going to put that fire out? Damn. Can't think of a way to deal with this. If I attack it, they're all going to wake up. No, nothing I can do but pray for water. Try expanding the home area. No, people that are drafted always beat out fires next to them. But they're not going to do it on this. Damn it. Big shame, that. Real big shame. Build a new wall. I'm pretty sure they wake up if you build structures next to them. I'm positive they do, actually. There is a chance the steel wall will melt out before it spreads, but it's low. fire has good odds of spreading. Oh man, I had such a good plan for destroying you, thanks to this wall that they came with. Because I could just throw my grenades in here, blow you up, and that's one of the big ones dealt with. I could do the same for you. Oh well. Pitched battle with lots of losses it is then. Let's make some new friends for that. Oh, perfect. The Triage Confederation are the ones I want to do this with though, right? Triage Confederation, they're going to get a massive care package that says I love you. Wait, what's the closest? Is it there or there? Or even here? Oh, that is hard to say. I'm going to guess here. Whoosh, off you go. Build a replacement, heavens knows we'll need one in due time. Ah, it did spread. It spread there as well. There we go, got ourselves every ally that we can get except for this fierce tribe. Oh wait, no, the nudist tribe would be our friend. I wonder if they'd like it if I sent them some clothes. Alright, human leather bedrolls o'clock. As many as we can, and I'm sure we can make quite a few. Nix, I do not want you making these. Meowzilla, I do want you making these, so get up. Good, everyone's nice and busy. Nix has his shooting frenzy, which is a dangerous idea with that chain shotgun of his. There's still a lot of holding that he's done. A lot of these guns are sitting out in the open where I'd rather they were not. When it comes to construction, I want to make sure that nobody's really prioritizing it much aside from Meowzilla. In fact, Nix would sooner study than construct, which is good. I think even Lona. Yeah, good. Lona would rather get that digging done. Not sure if the digging's such a priority with all this other stuff to be done now, but if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it later, so I shall hop to it. I shall also make a lookout spot here. Yeah, look to the stars, everybody. I'm likely going to want to expand this in the future, actually. That's a bad place to put it. But it's a new kind of enjoyment, so I should definitely have it in the colony somewhere. Ideally somewhere that's quite beautiful, and this is definitely not beautiful, but people won't be doing this for beauty's sake. There should do for now, and it needs some crummy sofa. Even a poor armchair beats having nothing there. The weapons place isn't full. I emptied it out a lot when I sent all those goodies out to our new friends. There we go, Meowzilla. He doesn't get a lot of construction leveling up out of this, but he gets something, and he makes good ones at least. Good, excellent, excellent, normal. That's worrisome because that would have been poor if he wasn't the engineered destruction. And there's still a lot of human leather to be had. There we go. Use it all up. This is the best use I have for human leather. There we go. Masterwork of a double bedroll. I never gave anyone the fast learner thing. If anybody should have it, it should be Meowzilla or Voomer. Voomer would be happier to have it, but then, oh my god, he actually made a legendary human leather double bedroll. That's worth big money. That's worth big wealth. I should be getting rid of it as soon as I can. Actually, I would like him to make some single bedrolls, because I can keep some good ones for our own hiking endeavors. Okay, that's camel hide, wrong one. Human leather, there's still quite a bit of it. I'll delete these then. And these ones that we do have, I want uninstalled, and they'll be brought over here for shipping out. Nah, you can't etch art into a human skin bedroll for some reason. No justice, I know. Taking a while on that planting and harvesting there, aren't you? But at least I got a good influx of hay, with more on the way. I'm looking forward to setting out this whole place to be a fairly nice looking gardening area. The worry is, when people break through, it's all going to be in the firing line. Oh, sorry Marvin, someone already made the second skin joke. You got any more skin though? Have we used it all up? We have. Excellent. Uninstall them all. The presents are ready. I could make good friends with the nudist tribe then to get them as an ally. Or I could do the Kanga Confederation. Probably better to have the fierce tribe on my side rather than the nudists. The nudists will be easy to shoot to death. The savage tribes people, well, they come in high numbers and generally have good skills. So they're less fun for me to have to deal with. Why have waifus on a body pillow when you can have a body pillow made of waifu, suggests Flagflare. I think avoiding things because it increases wealth feels wrong. Also, Jake, I should get rid of this thing because I'm being torn in two directions. More wealth means more excitement from Randy here. And whilst I enjoy winning, I do also enjoy the excitement that he brings. On the other hand, it does feel nice to win. Or at least do well in general. Ooh, I could awaken these guys when the traders arrive. Then the traders would die horribly and their goods would be mine. I should trade with them first, though. Just to make sure I'm getting my value's worth. Is there any better reward for No, there's no reward for annihilating a faction other than never having them attack or otherwise interact with you ever again. And to many people, that wouldn't be seen as a reward. I wouldn't say there's much reward. It's like, here, your game is now less fun. Congratulations. Balance, do you think you could go to an actual bed for some actual healing? There's a good patient. Whilst I slap in another bed or two, if I have more beds. Oh, I got a fire foam popper. Someday I'll figure out what's inside these. And here's a nice urn for the room. The otherwise unremarkable room. Okay, Miazil, this is fun and all, but I need that... I need that tech. Right, where are we at with those human leather bedrolls? Stock us all up, please. We made 6 excellent ones. I'm going to keep 3 bedrolls for myself. Because I generally send out 3 people on my away teams. There we go. That should be a lot of happiness worth of bedrolls to give to someone. And look, Boomer is already making use of the telescope I put in. And that means recreation. There we go. Telescope study counts as its own type, so that'll really help with the recreation stuff. The TV, however, is turned off until I can get Geo power up. No point wasting power like that. Oh, it's very efficient as recreation. Good. With this volcanic winter, it's really hard to tell when's when. The Rook is really flirting with danger with those mechs, but it would never target Rook. Mechs don't target neutral animals. Ah. Speaking of not targeting people, I am very, very, very tempted to have these guys force engage. The trouble is it would waken them up and cause me a lot of problems. have a lot of power built up right now, but damn it, I want my geothermal. These guys will get annihilated by the mechs for what it's worth. I reckon they would call down more mechs, although I don't know how you know if they're going to call down additional. Well, I guess this is it, a reinforcement drop beacon. And they have 2 of them, so they will bring in quite a few reinforcements, potentially involving more centipedes. Fight them yourself like a man, Jake. You would need a hell of an army to take on this with 7 people. Those 7 people would have to be armed and armored to the teeth, preferably with accompanying psychic powers. Now, they don't even have particularly good weapons for this. In fact, someone's using a knife, a poor, crappy knife. Cataphract armor tech print, steel, silver, glitter world meds. Actually, they've kind of got garbage. Not really stuff I'm interested in. As long as Philippis can get off the map, we'll be okay. They're gonna stop at my front door? Good. Regardless of this, John, go and trade with them so that we can at least sell the organs that we have for usable money. And then I'll flirt with the idea of bringing in reinforcements. Actually, before that, turn this on in case I need to use it quickly. You know what, this is my best chance to bring in as many allies against this as possible. But Philippis is in grave danger here. Alright, turn that on for now. Trade with them for now. And I will call in both my allies and have these traders deal with these guys. Have you enough power to justify further delay? I like how that sounds. But I'm also going to... Hold on, can I change cower indoors to involve more of this area? Don't know why it didn't include that before, but... should certainly involve more. That's pretty much got all of this. Okay. Perhaps there should be just some preemptive indoor cowering once John's done talking and gathering. By the way, out of these, do we have any chat names? I don't think we do. Chat names seem quite rare for the Imperium. Okay, what are we getting rid of? These drugs are bad for me to have. Wake Up is brilliant, especially if you're working on art, but the risk of addiction is too high. I should just get them away. Components, advanced components, tempting, but no thank you. I can get rid of my little elephants. It's going to be a real shame for them to... Actually, they would die in the fight, wouldn't they? Let's not sell them off just now. What do I want out of you? No shells. Steel, yeah, you can never have enough steel. I'm willing to pay over the odds for it. Not willing to buy reinforced barrels, though. It's a good opportunity to get rid of these organs of mine, though. Always keeping one for myself. Keep the hand talon, even though I haven't given it to anyone. Same with the learning assistant. The harmonizer still speaks to me, but I'll pass. A good charge rifle is tempting, but I think we're alright on gathering weapons for now. The recon armor sells for good money, but I should probably keep it for myself. Same with the recon helmets. Honestly, they don't have a lot of good stuff. At least I get to... Oh, I'm not even in a good position to take all their money here. Well, that'll take their money at least. John, get hauling, please. There is one thing there more important than anything else to haul, and that is that 75 steel keeping the door open. Now, I think I'll awaken these folks and call in allies from both sides, because Philippos is just going to escape the range of this thing if he can swing around this corner. And it doesn't look like Valens wants to leave just yet. He's too busy being coddled over those bruises. How you feeling there, John? Unloading his goods, no doubt. No, I don't want more. I do not want more types of animals barcode. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that quite often so far. Right, get over there. It's time to call our allies. There's a chance I might lose my relationship with these people over this. I should have considered giving them a gift to keep them happy. But Philippus leaving the map will be enough. I'm going to wait for Philippus to be out of harm's way first. There's still a good chance that this thing could... Let's let him turn this corner first. Now, it could be that the allies just land over here, and I get fed piecemeal into this. And it's also possible that I antagonize them into coming and attacking me, in which case I have a lot of problems on my hands. Yeah, at least I have a crummy little wall to keep me safe for a little bit, enough to arm us up with the best armor I have, which isn't that great, and then do what we can. John, we'll have this done in a moment. Well, have fun, guys. Have a lot of fun. It'd be funny if I didn't have the power to call allies right now, but I certainly do. We request immediate military aid from you and from you. Godspeed. Well, some of them are landing nearby. Some of them are landing miles away. What are the reinforcements? Wait, fire? Perhaps I shouldn't really call this home region. However, I don't think you fix things unless they're in home region, so I could call that home. Well, the Muffalos are burning if nothing else, which means they brought a fire cannon that I wasn't aware of. You have a fire cannon, but you are engaged in melee. So, hopefully, our new friends can help out. Any familiar... Hey, Shadow's back! They were quick to come back. Tomboy shows up a lot. Well, good to see you again, Shadow. Who else has joined in here? A lot of these people lived, so they didn't get cycled through the names. Oh, well, this is one way for you guys to run. Oh, the fire's being brought in here that way. That's not very nice of them. So this is quite good. The centipede's already taking some heavy injuries. The centipedes, as I have mentioned a few times so far, are the big threats. Of course, these automated turrets are also big bad for me. I've also mentioned that I really want these unstable power cells kept alive. Fortunately, they're at the back here, so unless somebody is unkind enough to bring in some big guns... They aren't flammable, right? No, not flammable at all. Then that should be okay. Mucha. Your home region has a slight problem about it. You should check it again, says Flag Flare. It's got a few problems. The game uses home region for a bunch of things, which I'd rather it didn't. Because you don't always have full control. I wish it... maybe there's a setting to not have home region automatically expand. The game normally uses it for cleaning. Thank God there's a mod for setting cleaning areas. Alright, I want these auto guns taken care of. Sometimes a lucky shot can make them fizz. Otherwise it's just down to low health. Also, Rook is really enjoying the show. They've had enough gunshots to know what to avoid here. The centipede. It's not dead though. It's only injured. It's also only 40 years old. Very young for a centipede. The reinforcements are on their way, which is just as well. What else is just as well is if these Muffalos decide to bleed out and keel over in my territory, because then I can freely take their stuff. Well, hopefully they screen. Mechs using fire is so horrible. It's going to be pretty awful if these guys attack the unstable power cells. Well, fortunately, they seem to be dying before that becomes a consideration. Oh no, this would blow up and take the power cell with it if we're unlucky. And this might do the same for you. That's a big risk, but it's just a risk we'll have to live with. Even if I were the one taking care of it, I couldn't guarantee I'd take good care of it. Down Muffalo at the gate. Goods are burning. Ah, so they are. But it's very risky for me to go in and pat that out. It's even riskier if health does it. On you go, health. Earn your everything. Put that fire out, sunshine. God, I love these big battles in the game. And it's also kind of nice because I don't have to take care of everyone. People do their own thing. Rook is attacking after being harmed. Well, hopefully he's going to attack the mechs and not. Oh no, he is actually attacking the pikemen. Why is that? I'm clicked on. Oh, maybe he was attacking Nicholas. No, he is attacking the pikemen because of Gratian's charge. Well, whatever keeps us safe. Damn, this stuff is burning badly. I'm gonna need someone else to help with this. I don't want it to be Voomer though. Ah, Ryan, another naked person to help out. Ryan, go and please beat those fires. Oh, that cotton's gonna burn up like nobody's business. Is there anything really good here that's... Oh, it's all really good. An L-Tex vest. Suddenly losing all value. All these organs. That harmonizer. Oh, nice. One of the unstable power cells was spared. Health, I need you to move forward and keep beating out these fires. Uh-oh. The fire's going for him himself. Clothes have distinct advantages, my friend. Also, you are in range of some horrible things. If these guys start running away, you yourself are in grave danger. Ah, it's all burning. Right, you know what would be a lot better? If you just grab this stuff. Pick up the lung, pick up the prestige robe. Ah, the others. It's tough. It's tough knowing what to take here. Maybe, do what you can. They did it! They took him out. Now it's just this that needs to go down, and I think they're... Are they attacking it? It's hard to tell. Okay, we may or may not have enough to deal with this. Yeah, both power cells surviving is a big win. And now I can order everybody to go wherever they want and hopefully save some lives. But this fire's a problem. This one not so much. I don't think it'll spread. This one will spread over but not do anything here. It's just a case of saving lives. Sorry, Tomboy, you are not a life to be saved today. In fact, in general, the Concord is not someone... Well, saving one member of the Concord. Maybe two would be good. Atherneus there needs to be saved. Ah, but this bleeding fire. Kidneys, Altex shirts, cloths, 6 components. Forget it, I can't be worrying about that. Pick up that LMG and then rescue Athenus. And that gets us one from the Fallen Imperium. Ryan Rex, go and rescue Julian. Looking for people that are actually going to live around here. You must be a wimp if you're down already, Diogenes. But still, go and rescue Diogenes. And Boomer, go and save Pew Whatsits. And who else can we save here? Nicholas looks like a good person to be saved, but I want to check what I get out of Fire Foam Popper. Okay, that's good. That is worth saving then. Okay, rescue Nicholas then. This is what the medical tab is for. You can sort by the dying column. Ah. Visitors. Is there a sort by dying? Diseases, pain, metabolism, blood, breathing. Is Shadow alright? Shadow looks alright. Bleeding is what I mean. Death in 3. Oh, okay. Hey, this one scrolls. The animal one didn't. Anyway, I've already done my own triage here. We'll be okay. I'm gonna miss you, Tomboy. But remember, people dying here are gonna free up some people for new ones to cycle in with. What is this? Oh, it's a duck. A duck that got shanked? Okay. Honorius. Sorry, Honorius. I'm not helping you. Illustration all the while taking a lovely nap, and Nick's loading up this to make a new friend. There we go. If I could save another member of the falling empire, though, that would be useful. Theodore's about to die. Professor is currently on fire. I doubt I could save them. They're dead in 2 hours. Dash is from the Concorde, so we don't care so much about them. Did Rook actually die? Oh, Rook. Do we actually feel bad about that? No, because it wasn't our elephant. That seems a bit busted that you can just let them go and they die. But, I feel bad about that. Rook was meant to live on. I expected he would leave the map, but leave he did not. Ah, well. I also need this thing destroyed. John, you still have your grenades, right? Let's take it out. Oh, and I'm about to get my bonus from Phillips leaving the map healthfully as well. Oh, it's so horrible to see that good stuff burn away. I also believe that Rook deserves a grave. Be sure to remind me of that if I'm somehow still forgetting it after a wee while. Grenades would be useful for this. Throw it there, I don't want to risk hitting Gratian. Although I don't want to risk hitting that either. A few of these will do it though. Please, John. You can throw better than this. Oh, no, you can't. That'll do it. Well, you're up there. I mean, you're not going to save them, but I think there was someone else we could save. Was it Dash? There was another body I was looking at and thinking of saving. Was it Honorius? Yeah, Honorius. All for the Imperium. Oof. Okay, now an important thing, a very important thing, is to claim these and move them over somewhere. Here for now, but definitely, they will be moved somewhere safer later, somewhere not so close to the batteries. Got yet more people to take care of back here. But also, yet more human leather. If we feel like going out and getting it. I'm not sure it's really something we need to do right now. We got enough human leather to make all of our new friends, so it's not a big priority. And also, I can change the Stay away from mech to go back to normal. Oh, Meowzilla, while you're there, could we please stop having fires? Okay. No more fire is a great start. Seeing Shadow still live against all odds is also weird, considering he brought just a crappy auto pistol with him. But the wonders never cease here. Alright, good job. Make new friends out of old friends. Well, that's very correct as to how it goes. I can claim and deconstruct these. I'm not sure I will deconstruct this in the future. It could make a great thing for defense if another thing spawns here. Assuming that Randy doesn't cast down a lightning bolt to cause me more problems. Right, time for a grave. Proper good grave for the fallen. There's a chance it could be destroyed if we put it out here. We should put it back here. Right in the center of everything to remind us of the ultimate sacrifice that has been given. Need to get rid of the floor around here, but it's a bit conflicting with that, isn't it? Floor, remove floor, right there. And then I'll dig a grave for him, so we can always remember. Poor Rook, the ultimate sacrifice, given freedom, and even in freedom chose to serve the colony. I'll miss you, Rook. Also miss those simple meals. Let's see, Lona's still chipping away. Oh, but Lona discovered some compacted steel. Very handy. Can't wait to someday get Health a field hand. The speed at which he'd be digging this up and planting it back in would be unreal. Ooh. I mean, I like seeing those fights, but they can be quite tiring and cathartic. That might be rich, given that I'm not the one actually fighting them, but I'm fighting them with my wealth. Also, we got ourselves another charge rifle, although Boomer probably would rather have that sniper rifle. It's the weapon of queens, you know? Makes me glad I didn't pay for an extra charge rifle, but even so, I could have not bought that and gotten my one here. Have you considered getting the Stabilize Here mod? I'm not sure you consider it quality of life, but it allows you to stabilize down people in the field without needing any medicine or medical spot. It would be... I am sorely tempted to do that, because it really sucks to turn off all the medical beds here, put one down there, and then drag them over and do that. So I would strongly consider that, actually. Send me a whisper or a direct message with it, and I'll see about putting it in for the next round. Unless it has some unforeseen consequences. Wasn't I meant to save Eustace? Well, I'm not saving him now, he's a dead man. It's a vanilla feature now, it is. I wasn't aware of that. Infection, eh? That sounds like you can get actual medicine then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of the Fallen Imperium. Did I not save a single member of the Concord? It's not so good. Don't suppose there's still some Concord member lying around waiting to be saved? I guess not. That's not all that bad. My relations with the Concord are fine. Why did I make another one of these? Didn't I already get my friend? Oh, I was looking at making a tribal friend. Tribal friend with who? The Kanga Confederation. And there are Kangas nearby. content's lost even if I send it to these wee places. Nearest Kanga Confederation is likely one of you two. That's overkill, but there we go. Maybe save the game, Jake. Yeah. I trust this game's autosaves, but I didn't trust it not to crash after Randy decided to undo my progress before. Yeah, I'm still a little bitter about that. Yeah, Raymond's fine, Beryl's fine. Not too many losses for our friends there, but they did have the bonus of... Ooh. I think it no longer allows you to raid your friends' sites here. That doesn't make any sense, though. It spawns friendlies anyway. Still, this goodwill goes down quite heavily thanks to our beliefs, but we'll be okay. Now the hostile ones are the ones that'll never go nice to us. Again, the sheer power of diplomacy. I believe in it greatly. I also believe in exploiting these steam geezers. Lots of calves in here, they'll grow up nicely. Ah, there we go. I almost feel like I can relax a bit. Then again, I was relaxing before, and then the mechs came in, but we dealt with those mechs the only way we know how. Don't want to take Rook off of disallowed because, well, they might get butchered up, which is not what I'm looking for right now. That'd be an awful way to say goodbye to Rook. Yeah, I got myself a new Thrumbo, and on top of that... both the Thrumbos are fully trained, and this one's pregnant, 4 days into a 20-day one. Hopefully another female, so I can really get the Thrumbos going. The downside is Thrumbos are so hungry, but that's what I have all of this stuff for. And again, I might even consider growing more of it. In fact, why consider when you can just do? Well, some of this is stony soil, which is kind of nasty. Could even consider getting rid of the trees here and replacing this with... Oh, yes, Cribbins, here we go! Oh, the unstable power cells powering me with 800 constant watts of energy. Now, this thing might get me a lot more in due time, but this is just permanently good. Ah, thank goodness for that. The second duck escape. It wouldn't be under wildlife right now. I think it would have escaped with the rest or died. Where's Duck? Oh no, 2 fallen ducks, I'm afraid. Was not their day. Assault rifle, LMG, uranium axe. Well, that's free uranium if I can beat it apart later on. Otherwise, any goods that are good for us? I'll bring the corpses back if people feel that they have free time with which to do so. Otherwise... How's that grave looking? Come on, Meowzilla, you're meant to be the guy that digs graves. Or at least you are now. I see I got a whisper from Diogenes, probably for the patching people up on the Go mod. Thanks a lot for that. But with this kind of power, I could have the electric smelter going full speed to turn all this slag into steel. There are a lot of things I want to do for my base. I want to get a really aesthetic base going soon. Oh, more than soon. The setup that we have here is really rather good. I could expand you out like so. It's all nice soil, isn't it? Well, some of it's a bit stony, but... Not one little bit of it. The people I'm having here are going to be very, very hay grass hungry. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? But I also want to have some nice places to walk around in here. And I'm not just talking about concrete, I might even put down... Well, concrete's the most sensible thing to put down, but it is a little tempting to put down the nicer stuff. It's expensive on the steel though. The Arc Nexus event with moving is about 350,000 wealth, so it does make a little bit of extra sense that I am trying to buff myself up. And look at the buffing I'm doing. This is the sheer power of it. I think I'll get rid of this dumping stockpile. It's clouding my judgment on a lot of things. I want to start building up some skips as well. Skips are made out of... Oof. Steel ones are flammable. And skips are problems in general. But I can put them over here. How much health do they have? 250. Bit of a problem if they get shot, for sure. But some things you just gotta deal with. I'm hesitant to use so much steel on these skips, but... I'll do it anyway. Skips are some really dense storage of wood and steel and silver and things like that. So I'll probably use it for my blocks and things. Stop them just hanging around here cluttering things up. I definitely made this bit down the middle too big, but hey ho. Also, Meowzilla, I know you're sleeping, but could you wake up from your sleep to build that grave, please? Graves are very easy to dig, and you've got a good back for it. Now here's the question, how do I dictate that we're putting in a fresh elephant corpse? I'd have to make sure that there's only one elephant corpse on the map. And I'd have to make sure that it's the critical place for it. And our slave will go and bring you over. Now I wonder if that unlocks a new kind of entertainment for people. I think it's actually just silent, solitary way of... I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here, actually. But there is something I'm trying to say and failing to say it. There's a morbid kind of enjoyment that people get from looking at graves. That's what I think it is. Okay, so it's psi focus here. Not so sure it counts as recreation. Or if people just do it when they're lonely. Buffs meditation. There we go. Thank you. Shove this battery over here, but I really need to find a new place for these unstable power cells. Having something unstable next to a battery? I think not. And good, he's bringing it over to the grave. Excellent. Continue on. I was mostly worried about falling out with the Fallen Imperium, because we went down to 7. If it goes below 0, you become unfriendly with them. But this seems to be a-okay. There we go. I don't know how we managed to shove Rook in there, but the final resting place. Visit graves to gain meditative joy. Ooh. Okay, well, whatever works for them. Everybody here's on prison food. I take you off of good medicine. Your major infection. Ooh, okay, no, I'll keep you good on that. It didn't get treated very well at all. In fact, it got treated awfully. Yes, Vasanos. RimWorld nice, but RimWorld also consumes all time. It's a dangerous game to play. Okay. All that body tending too. Eventually we got all that carrying around done. Still tempted to double wall this and maybe keep one of these doors permanently open. I certainly have the granite for it. But those termites might have a horrible way with me if I don't. The doors are actually weaker than the walls. The termites would come and plow through them like nobody's business. The alternative is I make a second wall that's always open here. Oh, that's bad. That is very bad. Wait, volcanic winter and toxic fallout. A plume of toxic dust from some distant source is slowly settling over this entire region. Any living thing not under a roof will be slowly poisoned, and items left outside will corrode. We need to get everything inside that we can. Okay, hauling just became a big job for everybody that's not otherwise doing some very important job. It's all of you guys. I want all this stuff hauled in and dealt with. And that also means that I need a roof area over all of this, please. Actually, there's a lot I need to roof now. And I'm going to need to severely limit everybody's movements. And I'm going to need to harvest everything that we have out there before it dies. I'm pretty sure toxic fallout kills all plants. So, for everywhere, sowing is off. And harvest everything, absolutely everything. Have we chopped this wood yet? We have not. So these guys are on hauling everything that we can. Health and John are on cutting all of these crops. Illustrajon is coming off cooking for a little bit. And the zoning for the animals is going to be brought here, so they're always going to be under roof. In fact, for now, let's just not let them get any of that. I don't want anyone catching dementia here. And that's not the least of it. The anima tree is doomed. Does it kill the anima tree? That would seem very strange if toxic fallout would kill the anima tree, because that's something you can't protect the anima tree from. Surely it'll be fine. I believe in the anima tree. Alright, I also need to order you to chop all this wood. Grab all the wood we can while we can. We're going to be building a lot of things indoors for then. Good thing Lona made a headway on drilling through this. Be a lovely time to get an infestation. You can't roof trees, that's right. It's not unthinkable to set up some indoors growing, but I have managed to stockpile enough corn, haven't I? Not really. 523 corn is not a ton of corn. But we're getting more of it here. Good thing I prepare for this. Let's get it all roofed over while we can. Meowzilla is putting a high importance on doing that. We won't be able to send launch pods either. Good thing we did that. Actually, I should remove the roof area on that. Anything else that should still be open in spite of this? Yeah, I don't mind people having a little bit of time spent using the telescope. I don't have, well, 4,000 hay and 2,000 odd kibble. It might be touch and go. I might need to race for hydroponics next. We don't know how long this is going to last. Could be over in 5 days, could take 5 quadrums, depends how Randy's feeling. Is Igor restricted to roofed areas? No, I'm actually going to have to make a new zone. Which is called Toxic Fallout. I'm gonna wait though, because no one's gonna pay attention to it just yet. I want to get all the hauling and stuff done. A minor bit of toxic build-up is fine, but as soon as it becomes moderate, everybody's got to go inside. I don't really care about getting the Lancers. I think they are just steel if we melt them down. But the centipedes are the good stuff. Nick's nose. Oh! He was trying to hide this from me. Nobody hides that from me. chair for the telescope, such luxury. It's just a crappy chair, so it doesn't give a lot of comfort, but it's just to stop people from getting really uncomfortable. I don't know if it falls faster the worse it is in terms of comfort. I don't really know how comfort works overall. Some things still deteriorate because of outside, but that's okay. These weapons are certainly... Oh, they're bio-coded. Well, I don't like bio-coded weapons. You know, I should make a little dumping zone around here. Somewhere that I don't care about, like this sand that doesn't otherwise get used. And this place should be important priority for... Let's see, all apparel and all weapons, as long as the apparel is tainted and the weapons are bio-coded. Because bio-coded weapons are useless and tainted gear isn't useless. You can wear it and it functions just fine, but people don't like wearing it. And I don't care about microing people into... micromanaging people into wearing stuff if they are, say, like Bloodlusty John here. Colonist lending. Please give us 3 colonists for 11 days. I kind of need my colonists right now. Goodbye. Get that chopping done. Get that harvesting done. Harvest everything we can. Oh, even some of these are good for harvest. Health is on it. John is on it. Lona is still fetching dead bodies. Shame I don't have a freezer. I could freeze a lot of meat and stuff for this. You are slightly outside of the range of my roof, so I'm going to bring you down like that. Imagine how productive you would be if Nyx weren't around for 11 days. True, but we'd be losing half of our actual colonists. We couldn't send away Ryan Rex on it. Okay, good. The corn situation is dealt with. Looks like it makes some kind of funny shape. Looks like he's filling up hoppers with it for now. It's alright. It will be dealt with. Do we still have people hauling up here? There are some more bodies coming back, which is fine. I don't think bodies get toxic buildup if they're just lying out there. Finally, the emus are going to die on me. Excellent. Diogenes can walk home in the toxic fallout as well. We've got some initial levels of fallout here. It's nothing serious though. Not yet, at least. Maybe, just maybe, I don't need the rest of these bodies right now. Next, rethink what you're doing. Hauling hay is a good one. You can harvest partially grown plants for partial resources, yep. But they still need to be grown to a minimum amount, which I think is 65%. What an awful time to be born. Straight into toxic fallout, it's all you'd know in your life. There, Ryan Rex picking up the rest of that corn. Good. Meowzilla's feeling fine. A little bit of toxic buildup in you. It's those that have been out doing all the harvesting and the growing outside of the roofs that are going to be eating it the most, but that's okay. By the way, do people move slower in the dark and faster in light? Or am I imagining that? When everyone has to stay under roof, it's a good time to do something about the unstable power cells. It's a good time just generally to, say, work on this area. What are you doing, Meowzilla? Oh, he's finally hauling that battery over. That's fine by me as well. Right next to the unstable power cell. If I got a zzz here, it would blow these up and take out all of my batteries. So, I don't want that. Good time to get a lot of research work done as well, I suppose. Could also finally build that machining table to tear apart these mechs. In fact, I could do it right here. Trying to minimize the amount of space everything's taking up. Something feels wrong about doing it there, but I can't put my finger on it. Perhaps I'd be better off doing it right here. Yeah, I'll go with that. And giving it another crummy seat. Gotta build up that wealth. By the way, does the corpse inside the giblet not go off? Because Tran Boabai should have long since rotted to oblivion, but he's still there. This hay is important. We don't know how long we're going to be stuck here for. Every last bit of it that can be harvested, I need harvested. But it's getting a bit toxic build-uppy for health there. Good time to get a siege. Well, it is. Well, the enemies won't be able to get toxic built up fast enough to have it really affect them, whereas I certainly can at this rate. Starting to get a bit bad. Maybe it's worse on Nyx because he's it's worse on Nyx because he's done all that bleeding hauling. Okay, time to make our stay indoors zone. Toxic fallout. Everything roofed is okay. This is all roofed. This is all roofed. This is all roofed. All of this is okay. Is this not roofed? Maybe I could set up a little pillar here to roof over it. Don't want to deny myself access to some of this. Oh, I can always use this, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all of this is fine. No worries. Gotta allow John back into his own throne room here. Alright, how's that look? It's not good. Not a good place to spend an unforeseeable amount of your time in the future. But I'm actually going to put everybody into it. Unless... Blood loss minor. Oh, these are visitors. I'm caring about my colonists here. Voomer has no build-up. Health has a wee touch of it there. Nyx's as well, but I'm going to leave it at that for a little bit. Meowzilla, you're meant to be... Oh, I put them on the wrong one. Put them on cowering indoors. Toxic fallout, please. They move and work slower, down to 80% walk speed. 0% light. That's so. You tell me I didn't get the plasma sword. Or the uranium axe. Voomer. Pick up both of these things, please. Because you don't have any health conditions from all this. Maybe pick up the LMG as well. This is the last call out here. There's another LMG with your name on it. Don't care about a normal pump action shotgun. I think that's okay. Uranium axe sounds more damaging to the wearer than the target. Trapped by your preconventions, it's fine. Looking forward to getting that geothermal power, though. I'm probably going to build out as well, though. I would actually quite like to... What am I trying to say and do here? I might take this opportunity when the health issues have subsided a little bit to go out and build some flooring along here. I want to have a nice path that goes up between here. And you know what, I can actually delete all of these and rethink how I do my entire growing zones here. It wouldn't be a big deal. Also, I just saw some of these things die. How tragic. I still want more of this harvested, though. Ah. I want you to pick up all the corn you can, please. Lest it go off here as well. I might come to the point where I'm scraping by for food. Depends on how much space you have to carry things. Oh, less than I'd hoped. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Now this is what I believe is many people's least favorite part of the game. A lot of people really hate toxic fallout, not because it's damaging, but because it's a long time of nothing. Well, that's if you make it be nothing. Don't know how I'm going to not make it be nothing, but I'll figure something out. I can take people off of that big hauling work now, though. And the plant cutting can go down for John, but stay high for health. Okay. No, the toxic fallout only cares about being roofed. As long as there's a roof over your head, you will not be affected by toxic fallout. It's rather forgiving that way. Leave the base and go raiding. There's the thing. I don't know if the toxic fallout affects, say, this area or not. Surely it's safe for caravanners, but I don't have the answer for certain. I don't have a lot of meat, or I don't have any meat to be making kibble out of, do I? No. I was lightly considering making some kibble just to make some of this last longer. It's very hard for me to tell what time it is as well. It's 3 o'clock here, but far be it from me to notice that. Right. I can certainly do improvements around here. Safe in the knowledge that unlimited energy is not far away for me. I don't need this mega screen television operational, so I'm not going to rush into turning it on, because people's desires, even John's desires for recreation, he wants 6. The solitary, social, music, dexterity, cerebral, telescope study, that's 6 right there. When expectations go even higher, he's going to want that television turned on, and then he's probably going to want drugs. They always want drugs. It can go on for years, which gets really annoying, and you just got to speed up. You can still bring in traders, but they're not going to hang around for long. I wonder if Nix would rather have a better shotgun, or a better gun in general. Oh, well, he'd rather have a good chain shotgun than a not good one, I'm sure. What's all that oh, there's still human bodies to hack up. Well, that could be turned into kibble now, couldn't it? We ignore that. The contents of this is allowed to be... Let's get rid of this thing for human stuff. I would and probably should make a lot more kibble then. Fill up all the kibs I can. Make more space for it. Now is the time to focus on ourselves here. And we got these skips. And they will happily take stone blocks here. Unless it's a critical place for blocks. This was, but it doesn't need to be anymore. Although they're not doing any harm down there. I might want them down here when I want to do even more, do more work on that. So I'll make this an important place for blocks. I'll make this a preferred place for blocks. And all stone blocks I can get can go around here. There, there, and there. What about here though? What else can we have? Well, want this one to be a place for silver, and I want this to be a place for silver. Hopefully more important than the places we have. Well, I got this place, but these pallets are not very strong at what they do, unfortunately. A couple of them set up for silver. I'll have one of them set up for gold. One of them set up for jade. One of them set up for plasteel. Maybe even two for plasteel. You never know how much of that stuff you're going to get. And one for uranium. And I'll make all of these set up for wood instead. There we go. Almost look like I know what I'm doing here. I'm also going to flip this thing on and smelt all this down into that steel. Wait, did I make the... Oh, I didn't make any of these set aside for steel, did I? Whoops. I still need a lot of space for steel. Right, for now you can take steel. I'll find a better place for you yet. Could have some more skips in front of you with steel on it, but I'm not too fond of that solution. Could have skip here and here with steel, but steel is something you end up with quite a lot of if you play your cards right. I also made these skips out of steel, which is quite funny. I'll put one here and here for steel and steel, see how that one goes. Plasma sword, where is it? Plasma sword does less damage. The good thing about the plasma sword is it sets the target on fire. The bad thing about the plasma sword is it sets the target on fire, making them very unpredictable. They might run away out of your melee range, which is the last thing you want. So it can be a real pain at times. Can raiders steal from the pallets? Raiders will choose to steal if they down you, because raiders don't tend to go for the complete kill, they go for raiding. So usually they imprison your people and or steal your stuff before they leave, if it goes that way. But it's unlikely a raider's going to pop in, steal the stuff and leave without me being able to do anything about it. Very unlikely indeed. Do not like that toxic build-up, but I do not like leaving all this stuff unharvested. Health, you're doing fine. I'm going to make you go out and cut those plants. Which means health is... where is he? Health is going to have unrestricted again. There we go. Be a man. Be a clog man. Alright. Actually, I'm kind of welcoming this opportunity to work internally, which means if this is the kind of stuff you hate, then you can kind of clock out for an hour or two, depending on how long Randy takes with this. Can also take the opportunity to smooth this floor. Something I want to do for a long time, and now I can do it. Sure, I could build my own floor, but this is nature's way of giving me a somewhat impressive floor to look at. Is Nyx on the case? No, Nyx is on the eating case. I should have assumed that Nyx wasn't going to be useful. Right, got all this human meat that needs to go somewhere. Ah, but of course it's being kiblified. Thinking about it, maybe now is not the time to be smoothing this floor. There'll be time for that in the future. Right now I still have stuff that I want Meowzilla to be building. Well, this is a good example of it, and damn, he is fast at building. And to think he can get so much better at construction. I'm looking forward to it. Right, this machine can shred mechanoids forever. Which means I want those mechanoids not to be too far away. I could prop them over here. The thing is, mechanoids are huge. Ah, I could keep them here. Corpses. Mechanoid corpses, all there. No mechanoid corpses here. And then I can set the range on this to just encapsulate that. Perfect. And I automatically have things dropped on the floor because it's a huge time waste to have people go and deliver the things that they find to wherever they go. Plasma sword sounds fantastic if you're being attacked by multiple opponents through a doorway. Great defensive weapon unless your door is wood. Yeah, because people that are on fire tend not to fight back. So it's a good way to disable them unless they're in fire-resistant gear. That is an excellent point, I must say. Alright, steel here and steel here, please. Just important because there are other places I might want critical steel, like being very close to something I fabricate. Frag grenades, mollies, EMP launcher, none of these speak to me. You might think the EMP launcher sounds good, and maybe it does, but I've never found a good use for it. I guess the idea is at a range you could disable an autogun, but the problem is there's never one autogun. There are several autoguns, and you're exposing yourself to disable one. Better to put on a shield belt, run in with a Zeus hammer, and disable it. Oh, okay, well the Kangla Confederation decided to brave the toxic fallout and come say hello to us. Neither of them are people that we know, and they're not selling us stuff. Basically, they're just here to say hi. I think visitors are there to tempt you into abducting them, because they're easy targets. Very easy targets. Mechs are somewhat disabled by EMPs, but they adapt. If you strike them with multiple EMPs, they stop being affected by them. Or maybe they stop, but they don't get affected so often. That hay is going down. Harvest the whole lot, health. Whilst you ironically become quite unhealthy in all that toxic fallout. I'll probably send Ryan to an unrestricted point as well so that he can go out and take care of all that. Oh, I also wanted all of this wood cut, but the yield on it's so tiny. This fiber corn, I don't know why people told me, oh, get the fiber corn. It's horrible stuff. Just horrible. Not worth anyone's time. It's there if you're desperate. For example, if you have a purely underground base, and it's your only way to get wood in hydroponics, then sure, you could do that. Health is feeling a little unhealthy with that toxic buildup. But that's okay, he's working like a champ. Our people are going to get agitated from lack of raiding, though. I'm wondering if ancient complexes work as raids. I guess I could try it. I could bring all my elephants out on one of those. They would at least not need to eat out there. Although I'm told these ancient places are full of danger and absolutely suicidal to go through. Is there a roof to allow access to the throne room? Yeah, a roof goes all the way down to here. All the way down to here. There we go. I'll take slow pain in ass wood over 0 wood on an ice sheet. Okay, ice sheet, you make a compelling argument there. A rare, compelling argument for the use of fiber corn. But you know, people did ice sheets without fiber corns in the past. Steel mini turret. I just don't like these turreting things. I should just... Can I install it and then dismantle it? I think I can. There we go, just deconstruct the whole thing, please. Automatic guns, not my style. Not all ancient complexes are death traps, some are quite mild in terms of danger. Well, during this toxic fallout we're going to find out, because otherwise our people are going to go mad from lack of raiding. Imagine the mountains of poo inside that building. I try not to, funnily enough. Feels good. This whole situation feels kind of good, even though we're stuck here in a volcanic toxic fallout. Anyone going to smash these mechanoids, by the way? What does it even count as? Smithing? Make things at machine table is part of that, so if he doesn't have anything to construct, that's the next thing that Meowzilla would do. But Meowzilla usually has things to construct, because that's how we operate. So I'm still able to launch transport pods if I need to, but I shouldn't need to. How long is this fallout going to last? Well, Moss Morris, how long would you like it to last? Oh, good point. Our dog is probably a bit irradiated right now. Where are you at, Doglet? Igor. Oh no, Igor's fine. Jinx, what are you talking about? Igor has always been fine. He's a good dog. Oh god, health is a little less fine though. Finish up with that. I'm going to tell Ryan that he's unrestricted as well, so he can go and haul the rest of the stuff. We have a big lack of excess on the power grid, probably because this thing's turned on. I wish it wasn't eating that power if it wasn't in use, but... Tell you what, I'll toggle its power off for now. Huh? There we go. I'll toggle its power off for now and go smelting later. There will be time for smelting. Dogs are immune to fallout. It's apparently from Stalker or something like that. Huh? That doesn't make any sense to me. Right, come on, go and haul that hay. It's your job. Kinda wishing I'd kept that thing that turns down the temperature now. But then I wouldn't have gotten the incredible power cells. There we go. Plenty of home for plenty of kibble. And John is making said kibble. Once he's done with that, it's a good opportunity for John to make some art. The trouble is I don't have a lot of good materials for making art. No access to marble. He has slate, granite, and that's about it. But I could have him spend his time really sharpening his skills at making art. I'm sure he'd appreciate the opportunity. Okay, almost done harvesting all this stuff. Just get it finished off, and then everybody can stay indoors, especially Health, because I'm sure he doesn't appreciate this. 25 is a bit more than any man should have. But finish it off, man. Don't leave a job half-assed. And you are in toxic fallout mode. 10% consciousness loss is bad, but it's not incredibly bad. Art out of human flesh. Well, you can make drapes, but they don't have a quality value. And I think they're a big waste of space, frankly. But throne rooms tend to need them. So with that in mind, I actually should make a couple of them. Where are they? Drapes. Makes sense to make them out of human leather. They need a lot of human leather. But eventually he's going to want these, so I'll have them put in anyway. Bye-bye, visitors. Enjoy your toxic build-up from your stay here. Say hello to Jet1104's corpse as you oh, I wanted that! Oh, it's bio-coded. Never mind. Got excited over nothing. Like I got excited over that yayo. Oh, Jesus, I never took these goods. Ryan. Haul that stuff. I forgot all about that. Why would I bury an enemy, Jet? Tell me why I would bury an enemy. You don't even have skin for me to take off and turn you into drapes with your every shade of useless. John's getting a little agitated. He hasn't killed anyone in a while. Hideous environment. This place is unbearably grotesque. I can't look at this anymore. That's quite funny. It's also funny that a slate sculpture can be better than a silver sculpture. He should have a skull spike on the throne, Jake. Let him have some... Oh, he could be. Yeah, he could be. He certainly could be. Ryan Rex, extract that skull. And I will specifically have your skull in our throne room. Pick up that skull. I'll make note of it later. Otherwise, I would like you to ignore that gun. Guns are nice. Recon armor is heavy. haul. Ignore that. And ignore this bio-coated gun. Ooh, what was that? A good Mega Sloth wool cowboy hat is worth decent... I should probably ignore most of this stuff. It's not really worth our time. I guess that's actually worth more of our time than much of the other stuff. Ignore that. Certainly ignore that. Flak helmets are good. Bring that. Oh, he's picking up some of that garbage anyway. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. But I do want that. How many chatters are you murdered today? Asked Hamster. Well, there was Jet there. We've saved Shadow's life twice. Who else has come of note? Wait, what else are you hauling here? Huh, very good of you to haul this slag that's been out here. Have you hauled all the stuff here? Okay, good. Then I can have you set to toxic fallout mode. He drops one of the slag. Okay, just get back in and drop that stuff, please. Is this all tainted? Worn by corpse, yeah, so it is tainted. I'd actually like it moved over to here, if at all possible. So I'm going to have Ryan do that. Lavash gives birth, so I'm building up quite the army of elephants here. Right, I'm going to do a bit more building work here, and I'm going to go out on a raid on an ancient danger. The risk of that is huge. I don't anticipate being raided too much during a toxic fallout volcanic winter, though. So who will I send? Voomer, Lona, and Nyx? That leaves Health back here to take care of medical issues. And Meowzilla is also a stand-in medic. How did John do with his medical? Oh yeah, Voomer. Voomer was meant to get that learning thing. But I wanted Meowzilla to have it. Meowzilla or Voomer? Who deserves the learning assistant? It builds up skills faster. So it's useful for your intellectual. But Meowzilla really needs to learn more about construction and crafting. I want both, frankly. I get more out of it with Voomer. Voomer, you're getting yourself a learning assistant. Also, you're getting it done with Glitter World Medicine. I'm not having this one fail on me. Surgery on the brain is a big deal. So we'll have jittery old Nyx take care of it. And I see the work tab, pretty please. Here it is. We jiggle around with this quite a lot, especially when we have events like toxic fallout hitting us. But that's okay. Slave rebellion likely, you say. Nah, it just comes and goes, that. Where's that learning assistant next? There we go. I definitely want a bigger hospital. I want to have lots of items up here. Medicines and other things. This is just a normal bed. It doesn't have the greatest surgery success chance bonus. Does a good one have better? Well, let's hope we don't regret this. Initial toxic buildup dropping consciousness is not good. However, Glitter World Medicine is so damn good. Medical potency. Is that what makes it do more things? I don't know if medical potency is what lets it treat multiple wounds. I just do not know. I wish I knew. This could fail and kill Voomer, by the way, but it's only the second surgery to have that kind of caveat. But come on, it's Glitter World Medicine. Practically impossible to fail with. And body modder pleased. I like this artificial part. Excellent. That's a big swing for you. 8 happiness, one way or t'other. Now, Brute Queen, when have we ever had people high on smoke leaf when performing valuable things like that? Interesting to see John get to work on demolishing these things. I guess I can turn this thing back on now that we have a good bit of power built up. Fortunately, the winds, be they full of toxic gases or not, still make my power generator go around. Feel bad about not having this stuff picked up. Ryan Rex, you should still be unrestricted. You don't deserve sleep. So go and haul that corn, please. And then haul all this tainted garbage. I don't want it hanging around out here. I want it moved over here where it can just die away in due time. Well, too bad, Moss Morris. I think I've swallowed quite enough of things on our own. Too bloody bad. There we go. Some people aren't satisfied unless I am just outright dying. This is not the time for Ambrosia Sprout. Leave that be as it is over there. Lona, do you still do mining? You do still take care of those animals, right? Handling is high up there, as is mining. I should take you off the plant cutting, I don't care so much about that. Not that it matters here. But here we go, we can get some actual steel production coming out of all that smelted slag. Most here aren't. Oh yeah, the weekly one-shot. I don't think I chose one for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure last week I told myself, oh, I need to choose something for next week's weekly one-shot. But my head was just filled with thoughts of RimWorld. There we go. Oh. So I thought that they dropped components when you smelt up, when you grind down the centipedes. But they drop plasteel. And plasteel is still something worth going out of your way for. You could play my submission to make up for murdering me. I didn't murder you. It was uh-oh. Solar flare is a very unpleasant thing to get during one of these. No electricity, no open skies, volcanic winter, no energy. Even the unstable power cells won't bypass the power of the solar flare here. That's a little unpleasant. Okay, Meowzilla. No, it wasn't Meowzilla, it's Ryan. Drop that skull that you have, please. And I want to have Misk Skull Spike. Wooden one is fine. Have one here and have one here, and one of them will definitely be that skull. So let's get the other skulls and disallow those. Actually work on that, please, so I make sure that the skull is used. There we go. There's your skull. It's in Mewzilla's hand. And there you go. This will always be your skull spike, Jeb. A reminder to all of us how you died. Being shot. Actually, let's just remind ourselves of Jeb dying. Mewzilla's charge shot puncturing you, but before even that, Madame made you fall there. Or was it? No. No, it would have been Gallagher's cut to the right humerus collapsing you. Terrible. It is raining, though. Well, that will help get rid of a lot of this junk that's in the way. I would quite like you to wake up, by the way. There we go. Didn't want to clear his stuff, so I just kicked him out of bed forcibly. And it's a good thing that that solar flare came out after the surgery rather than before, Or else Boomer would have been being operated on in the dark, which is probably not good. You trot Ryan Rexy. He only brought over one of them there. Oh, he was just dropping off stuff that he had on his person. All this stuff being done in darkness, though, is not befitting for me. So I'm actually going to have our good man John help us out with a solar flare. Well, they call it solar pinhole, but that doesn't matter because I call it solar flare. There we go, much better. Good ability. I like abilities that can be used outside of fights. Cue people mumbling, yeah, because he doesn't like to bloody fight. I don't see the need to risk our own lives here. I do definitely want some more weapons cabinets, though. Now steel is what has to be used, but where and what? Could have a couple of them over here, actually. It's not a terribly important area. And it's good and close to stock things into the transport pod, too. Good. Good. But with no power here, there's a lot of people that can't do what they otherwise would be doing. I have way too many clothes as well. I'd love to have better control over all these clothes that I have. Or I just stop gathering up clothes with as often as I do. Oh, an infestation would be pretty grim. I don't like the idea of having all my stuff scattered around here when I could be eating an infestation. I'm unlikely to have any slaves though, so now might be a good time to push out and make my new prison barracks. Again, I don't want it too far away from the food source. Which could indeed make this where we have the prison barracks, and we just move these bedrooms over here. A couple of bedrooms here isn't too bad. People don't spend a lot of time going to and fro there, but people spend a lot of time going to and fro the prison barracks. In fact, I could even put a little doorway here so people can quickly go up here to get food for them, rather than going out and around. I like it. I like it quite a lot. It does mean, though, that I need this sorted out. Also, it puts people's bedrooms at a big risk of being shot to shreds by termites and things. So an alternative idea is to move the bedrooms further down here. I like that idea more, actually. Keeping people nice and safe. Starvation? Oh right, we didn't have access to food because the power was out, but now that it's here, people can actually eat together. This is a charming little scene. When's the last time you sat down and ate with your family? Another wee slate door here. Lower it down with slate, as I often do. Concrete that. Concrete more of this. And expand this out a bit more. That should suffice, actually. That lovely aurora if you stand outside to watch it. Right. Get those roof areas going pretty please. And that'll do for now. And I will also zone this out to be okay for toxic fallout, because otherwise the work won't get done on it. All the while Carry On plays on the P music. This is some high level of comfy in my books. You don't need to fill them for the interior to be considered closed. Jake's just being very stingy with his materials. Oh, you mean why I'm not doing the corners? I hear this is bad for insulation. But yeah, I am just being stingy on my materials. It doesn't look very good though, does it? I think we should fix that. Let's just fill them in. It was important early on, more so than materials, but with time. Because it does take time to build these up, especially when I'm using granite, which takes especially long. But there we go. Insulation, not exactly a big deal out here, because the temperature seldom goes low enough for me to care about it. But we wear good things to keep us comfortable in the heat. And I don't care about the malice for sleeping in the heat, it's not a big one. Not big enough to care about one, at least in my book. Oh, I'm a little low on granite. I'm a little very low on granite. 47 times 5 is 200, and less than that, we're okay. In that case, we can expand the toxic fallout area to include these corners because we're not that stingy anymore. Good on us. Okay, that's very unfair during a toxic fallout. We have a psychic droner here, surrounded by 15 scythers. It's a psychic drone on all of our males, which is most of our colony. That is a hell of a lot of scythers. I have a plan. Might not be a great plan, but it's a plan. I think John can take care of this one rather nicely. Actually, John together with Boomer might be able to do this quite well. But it's as far away as could be. Except maybe, no, even there would probably be equidistant. Alright, I can handle that though. I have a plan for that. Randy will be destroyed by me, and I'll feel good about it. Oh, right, I was meant to keep those granite blocks down here for more building work. Oh well, it's no big deal. I'll just clear it for now and move things down there if it's needed. It might seem like a waste that I'm not actually using these fine and simple meals of mine and instead making people eat this filth, but these could make people sick. I don't know if packaged survival meals can make people sick. I don't think I've seen that before. Run through the cave, Jake. There's not enough cave to really work there. How are people's health with that fallout? Quite a lot on health. Well, he spent most of the time outside, followed by Rex, who I think I'm still allowing outside. Less of that, please. Well, at least the power is going again. Not having that on was a damn shame. We're losing a bit of it though, largely because of this thing being on. So it might be in our interest to disable it for a little while longer. All while Nyx does the hauling, which is okay. Yeah, build this up, folks. Pretty please. Fallout lasts an indeterminate length of time. Could be days, could be weeks, could be years. Frankly, I'm kind of hoping that it is years, so it pushes me. I keep postponing that raid that I want to do. How are we feeling about lack of raiding? Hold on, I don't like what I saw there. Actually, the raid wasn't that long ago. Again with the beavers! Okay, plus side, those beavers can't get in here. And also plus side, they are going to eat toxic fallout. But they're probably going to eat the anima tree again. The third session of angry beavers here. Yeah, I've had it last for a very short amount of times. I've never had it last particularly long though, which is kind of saddening. Alright, Boomer, please, I want the power of geothermal. It's gonna take a load off me. Well, come to think of it, is there anything for those beavers to eat other than the anima tree? the trees out here are going to die from the toxic fallout. Many things die from toxic fallout. I'm going to delete all of these. I want to redo all of this later on. And I'm safe in the knowledge that all this stuff is likely to die. Shame about the cotton though. I had planted that cotton in the hopes that I could get a healthy sum of it, but it looks like that's not happening. Also John. I would like John to light this up so we can get work done faster down here. It's a touch dark. There we go. Lights up the area very nicely. Thank you, John. You're welcome. We'll take our pile of unknown skulls. It doesn't tell us who they used to belong to, because it's not important. If these were hyper-alpha beavers that chew down granite, then maybe. Oh, no, but no. Okay, I was worried that this dead muffalo body was holding one of these doors open, but yeah, I don't want them coming in through all this. I'd actually like to remove this at some point so I have a steady wall out so I don't make the same mistake I made before. But there are many things I want. Inspired taming's not going to help me here, I'm afraid. Well, it's not impossible that we get rare thrumbos just walking on in here, but we'll see if that comes to pass or not. Turn off this machining table as well. I never thought about doing this before, but flicking these things on and off, I guess it will help us out. Do I want an electric tailor bench though? I can straight upgrade you. How much power does it take? A very low amount of power, so yes I do. Thankfully it's the same size. There's no electric art bench and there's no electric stone cutting. Oh, come on! Finally. I've got the big expensive ones done that really matter for us. Shield belts are very much tempting for me to get for our melee units, especially... Yeah, why is health not melee? He's well, actually, it makes more sense for him to be a gunner. It makes more sense for him to have the sniper rifle, actually. Well done, Voomer. You're getting the good gun. As I make sense of this. That way health can stay from a much further distance. And I need something to research. Air conditioning is a little bit tempting. The harpsichord is also tempting because I think that John is going to want that eventually in his throne room, but his throne room is already undignified. Medicine? Oh boy. So medicine would require drug production and micro, but I kind of have that taken care of. Yes, I would love to have good medicine. No more rubbing ourselves with dock leaves. Real medicine is a nice big step up. All of this is going to be disallowed. And I'm even going to get rid of that dumping zone, because otherwise it's going to tell me whenever those things degrade, and I don't care. I just wanted them away from here. Those dead cobras will disintegrate eventually as well. Oh, we don't access all of this, do we? I need to actually zone the toxic fallout to involve this area. Hopefully nobody makes use of it that much. I doubt people are going to stand here in it, but I do want people to have access to those blocks. They'll move them over here and then I'll get rid of this zone altogether. Have we executed anyone? Not ritually. Not sure we'll get much of an opportunity to do ritual executions right now. I am thinking of a way to deal with these guys though. I have an idea. It's not great. Might involve Lona. Might not. It depends how fast these buggers are. If they're really fast, this could be a big problem for me. But I would send out Health and John And maybe Voomer, and have others ready to take care of it on the flip side. Yeah, I could call in troopers, except I can't. It would cost 4 honor, which I don't have, or I'd need to wait 31 days. I'd rather keep that for a desperate situation. And yes, having 14 very well armed raiders here was a desperate enough situation. Wait, even John is working on construction? That ain't right. Nick's doing thinking isn't right either. Should really work on this, but what can be done? My cloth hampers need cloth in order to be hampers. Yes, deep, I know. I guess I could haul these things so I can start chopping down or chunking down more of them. Of course, once this is built, I'm going to migrate these over there, build my new prison here, and make the hospital bigger. I would also like to research sterile flooring. Where is that? Anybody seeing sterile? Maybe it's not called sterile. Here it is, sterile materials. Sterile floor uses silver, but it's going to make my hospital a much better place to be. I love this feeling of progress. I can appreciate there are people, like Morris out there, who are like, woo, come on, more raids, more drop pods, da-da-da-da-da. Well, I rather enjoy this build-up period. Feels good. Takes the kind of gardening aspect of the game and brings it home for me. Get to work, everybody, especially you, Meowzilla. Shame about those berries, they're not going to get much use. But it's not a shame about that corn. Thank goodness we got our harvest in time. 2,600 corn is 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 meals or so. Yeah, the beavers killed the anima tree. Now everyone's really unhappy about that, as usual. But protecting the anima tree is not easy. Maybe they'll eat this silly pod as well. I'd hate to open this door and let the beavers through as well. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, I'll just have to kill them. Is the ugliness of the base a feat? What's ugly about my base? This might be ugly, but this is under progress, much like this is. I think some of this is really quite pretty. Right, Ryan Rex, you're not doing nearly enough cleaning, and there's not that much hauling to be done. Hauling should be more Nyx's job. Oh, you are on cleaning duty. Well, do better at it, slave. I think you just have to accept that slaves are going to revolt on you periodically. No dedicated cleaner will make your base quite dirty. Alright, this stuff is filthy because there's no point cleaning it. No point at all. This stuff, its job is to take all the muck and dirt from the sand before people bring it indoors. People don't hang around out here. People hang around in here. That's why we have people like Voomer saying, oh, it's very, very beautiful in here. Although I'd like it to be more beautiful. Even Health, who was out and about a bit, still sees the beauty. Lona less so, but you were out there building. I wouldn't mind having sculptures to help around here. Really pump up that that wealth of ours. Right, what do you think? John, Health, Voomer? No, Voomer... I need people that move at 100%. Health is not that person because of the toxic build-up. Maybe just John then, but John's life would be at stake. Well, I hate to reveal my plan here, but what's his range? That's a good range. That's a very good range. Alright, John, time to leg it. Yes, we could do infighting. Oh, he's got the shock lance. I want him to have the insanity lance. Where's my insanity lance? There it is. John, equip that. Actually, if I have somebody come with you, somebody speedy enough. Nyx is oddly enough not that slow. Nyx, you're going to be helping out. I don't care if you're tired, you're going to go and help out. John, head on out there. We can make this happen. If you just get killed, remember, Nyx becomes the next leader. It's alright, Nyx is going out with you so he can die as well. Go. Whoa. That was a real threat to give, though. Sometimes your colonists take really weird routes. No need for cover, only speed. Those scythers are going to tear him apart if they catch him. Yeah, if the scythers catch up to us, we are in-capped at the very least. Probably far worse. Probably far worse. Yeah, toxic fallout isn't that bad. It gets a bad rep. I wish I had skip, though. Skip would make this easier. Right, we're going to get a little bit of a head start. Nyx, what are you doing? We are going to get a little bit of a head start on them, and that's as good as we can do. I think that will do for you there. Call the strike on that thing right there. Why can't you? No line of sight? Maybe you have to do it there then. If you're going to do it there, I'd rather you did it there, which is where the heart of the scythers are. But there's no guarantee it's going to hit. Alright, do it there and don't you dare miss. I don't get these very often. Now pull back. Okay. That didn't kill any of them. But it sure pissed them off. Next, how long's the range on that thing? Not as long as I thought it was. Uh-oh, they're faster than I thought. I guess the injured ones are going to be a bit slower. Crack, crack, crack. You really didn't think this through, said John. What? I thought it through enough. Next, get over there. Make sure this thing stays open for John to make his way through. And then, well, we do have animals to help out. Those animals are going to get sliced up for sure. But it matters not. We need them to help us out. Everybody join in. Even fan? Yeah, even fan. Not the elephant, not the calves though. Actually, if the calves get mucked, oh, the calves can't join in. No big deal then. Lona, we might just need you here. Might even need Nyx here. Oh, right, we have Nyx. Might even need Voomer then. Nah, Boomer's researching. I don't want to distract Boomer. But I do want to distract Boomer. This could be do or die. Nah, I'm confident it'll be okay. Get over there, folks. They're pretty fast, John. John? Overcome the toxic in your brain. Alright, target somebody healthy. That one seems pretty healthy to me. Have it in fight. Good. Is this one also healthy? No, that one's injured. That one's healthy, though. There we go. Have them deal with each other. Nyx, remain there for shooting for a little bit. We get a bit more over here. Like if I had people out here shooting before we get back a bit, that might be nice. Alright, good. They're going to fight each other. Boomer in health. Take some pot shots while you can. So maybe this is where I should have been, targeting them with an orbital bombardment. Oh, that scared them off. But scaring them off isn't good enough. I need them killed. Really? Can we not bring him back? John, get out there. This is your forte. Huh. What the hell are they doing? Are they going for the beavers? That wouldn't make any sense, but the only thing that makes sense to me is I'm coming back here for some reason. No, there's nobody else on the map for them to go for. Oh, well, John, you don't have an insurance program this time. I don't know what they're up to. You guys go and hang around in the shade. We'll see what we can do. Pursue them. Minor break risk for Nyx. Come on. Oh, right, Nyx was tired before this even began. Well, the airstrike hit and did a fair bit of damage, but I think my best bet is for health to take some pot shots. Okay, no. No, maybe the best bet is for everybody to rest up. Get rid of that fallout, get rid of that tiredness and such. It is midnight after all. There's 13 there. Did any actually die? We only killed 2 of them. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for a much better result than that. Yeah, the AI deciding to draw me out's an interesting approach. Perhaps we shouldn't leave this thing open just in case they get some ideas. But there we go, a good night's sleep will draw that toxic fallout outside of their body. Just getting 10% from that small skirmish was unfortunate, but there you have it. Yeah, the elephants will help us out, surely. I wonder if I could also call in some people to go and fight that for me. I mean, nothing else is happening here. I'm sure the Concord would be happy to take that fight for me. Ah, no, we made friends with Tierra. Why don't we have them do something for us? Ryan Rex, can you operate this? Talk to the people of Tierra. Maybe they won't aggro them. Oh, right, you don't do social. There's so many unsociable people here. Nyx, at least you... Oh no, not even Nyx does social. John is so unhappy. Oh yeah, the drone thing isn't helping. Nor the anima scream. Nor sleeping in the cold, apparently. Meow, you at least do a little bit of social. Go and talk to these buggers. I don't think it's going to be a good deal for them if they come and join me, but we'll see what they're made of. I wouldn't mind a trade caravan. We'll see what exotic goods they have. Maybe offload some elephants. And let's see what kind of aid they can offer me. Well, they're close by. And they're moving on in. And who do we have here? Winter Hutchie Collins? Barcode! Barcode Battler has decided to join in the fight, putting his money where his mouth is. Well, he starts off by having 13 in melee, but going in with a normal revolver. Any other name? Oh, Sia Arthel's joining in as well. They brought a real weapon, a chain shotgun. And Singing Fury is here. Right, so three of our custom maids have joined in. Did Singing Fury always have a scar and a bionic arm and a bad case of malnutrition? I would like that bionic eye, by the way, but I'm not willing to end an alliance over it. Or am I? That's interesting. I'm certain Sia didn't submit themselves with a burnt nose and a gunshot in the leg, so maybe the game runs simulations for characters off-screen as well. I would love having that bionic eye. It's tempting because I could surgically remove it and then get most of my happiness back in due time. That's assuming that they live long enough for me to go and take it from them. There might not be a lot of living long here. Scythers are far more powerful than even well-armed humans in melee. Unless you're hitting them with things like... oh my god, even the gunners moving in close range. The AI for attacking is not the best. And this is going to make them run away pretty quickly, I think. Because they're going down in no time. Oh, but somebody was smart enough to bring grenades. Yeah! Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Uh-oh, but they're grouping up. These guys are about to flee. Couldn't help but notice you first in line to flee there, Barcode. Oh, catch cook, catch cook. Uh-oh. A pack of man-hunting grizzly bears have entered the area. Well, they won't come for me if I'm stuck indoors. Singing Fury and Sia Arthel. I'm not having that bionic eye, it seems. However, that did lower the Scyther number down to 11 and gave them more injuries. But these are not... Whoa, 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 who's this? Montreux. He's nimble enough to keep dodging, but he will go down, and he's down. Well, bye, Sia. Bye, singing. Nice of you to join and die. Pointlessly, as is often the case with RimWorld. Now, these man-hunting bears probably have Scaria, so it's not like I would gain a lot from killing them. So any possibility that I could save Sia. I could run in there with elephants and grab Sia. Or even give a patchwork job to singing. Just depends how much I want to deal with these. These are very injured Scythers by now. 4 hours is not a long time. I could send in Health, though. Health knows a thing about field operations. Bad idea, Jake. The bears will get you. Yeah, cripes, the bears. Elephants would destroy Scythers, that's true. I'm just trying to think of a way to save these two people that I sent to their horrible deaths. I'm not at all thinking about that bionic eye that I would quite like. They've only lost a pinky and an index finger, although I forget which one's an index. And Sia hasn't even had anything cut off. These things are so injured that the elephants would come and crush them. In fact, I can even see it on the medical under hostiles here, or not. Oh, I'm sure I can see it under numbers, enemies. So many of them horribly maimed. The bionic eye might die in 4 hours, but I could patch them up. Especially if Lona brought some meds. Oh, there's medicine right there. Never say I don't do anything for people. Let's go, everybody. Bear versus elephant, who would win? It's high time we put our elephants to the test here. I'm going to do my best to save these people. Health might be at a lot of risk, though. I need to send in somebody capable of medical. It's either Health or Voomer, and Health is the one that's most happy. But he already has build-up. Lona does not. Voomer doesn't have much. Alright, Voomer, you're going to join in. Let's go, Desro. Hope these bears don't get in the way too much. There are 7 of them, though. That's a lot. Even when we're talking about bringing in elephants. Yep, bears and Scythers, same time. We just gotta have some faith here. Worst case scenario, Voomer and Lona die, and the elephants, and the Thrumbos, and we lose them all to toxic fallout. So the worst case scenario is actually pretty terrible. Someone has 2 drill arms, how do they wipe? Very, very carefully. The bears will sniff us out, they're already on their way. already on their way. Followed by another. Take a shot for 10. Is it going to try and fight Cetor? That's a good shot. Alright, kill them. Kill the bears. If we mob them like this, they should go down quite quickly. They are big and strong, but so are elephants. Oh, don't shoot into them, Voomer. You probably just shot one of our elephants in the ass. No, you actually hit the grizzly bear. But these things are so powerful that I do not want to risk hitting the elephants with them. More bears en route? No. Okay, good. Come on. They're moving a bit slow right now. Grizzly bear teeth biting into you. Who else is injured? Medical, animals, sort by bleeding. Nothing big at all. 45% and 39% is nothing. How are you feeling there, singing? Oh, it's going to be touch and go for saving your life. We need these animals in to fight. Actually, just be on guard for now. I think the Scythers are coming for us. They wouldn't just be coming over here for friendship and gossip. Crack a shot, will you? Fire at will. That was not very good and not very willful. That was good, though. Go! Go, go, go. No longer fire at will. It's nasty hearing the sounds of Scythers hitting my elephants. Fortunately, the Scythers are generally quite slow. I'm going to have Voomer go along and flank, though. In fact, I'm going to have you shoot, say, them, and hope you don't miss. That's a good shot. Proceed. Oh, okay, you shot Doc Spengler in the neck. Boomer, I need you over here. How do you feel, singing? Very dead, you say? How can I save their lives? Do I have to... I think I have to unassign all of these from medical. And then set up a single medical bit here. And then say to Voomer, I need you to go and rescue singing. There's still one there. Animals, please. No! Don't take them back. Where are you even trying to take them? I don't understand why you won't take them here. Anybody know how to try and save their life? Ah, it probably requires you to be unrestricted, right? Top left bed wasn't unassigned. Looks pretty unassigned to me. They're all unassigned for medical. But I think it's because of the restrictions. Let's try again, rescue them. No, goddamn, how? Trying desperately to save a life here. They're all non-medical. You captured him, did I? If I captured them, then the Triera would have gone hostile. Oh, there we go. Maybe I was capturing them. Did I? There was a short message saying capturing will anger somebody. No, that seems about right. Anyway. Singing needs good medicine immediately. Voomer, I need you to tend to them. Grab that and do everything you can to save their life. Yes, here in the open. And we're going to do the same for Sia. I'll be damned if I have people claim that I am not doing the best I can for these people. Ah, jeez. Gotta make it medical. Drop them. Rescue them. Rescue them. No, you're not taking them over here. Sometimes I really don't know how this game wants me to react. Singing's gonna oh Christ, no. I only took out one of their things. Boomer, I need you to tend to the rest of them. There's no other medicine around here for them. Oh yeah, good point. Boomer is also restricted. Although I didn't think that would matter for being scripted or drafted. There we go. Sia's gonna die quickly too, but I can't forget the risk of the bears. Okay, the bears are all over there. Lona's not amazing at medical. In fact, couldn't ask for much worse medical. So I'm going to send Lona starting on the way back. Actually, it's best that Sia should definitely receive care here. Is anyone around here going to live long enough for the journey back? Medical, visitors. Ooh. Sia's the one that's going to live the longest, and I'm already tending to them here. Alright, never mind then. We'll carry them both back once singing is stabilized, if singing gets stabilized. The odds aren't looking good. But the odds aren't impossible. Oh yeah, while I'm here, Lona, you should definitely be attacking this thing. Try and take it down. Sadly, the animals won't help out. And I don't really have the time or patience for grenading it. It might have to live for a little while longer. No bears coming in. It's music to my ears. Singing is stabilized. Get Sia. Get Sia. I'm not happy taking all this toxic fallout for these people. But, you know, imagine being Sia Arthel or singing Fury, submitting yourself for this game only to have me watch you die and laugh. Now maybe that's kind of what you were going for, but I'll be having none of it. We're saving these lives. Let's get our medical beds back in action. And drag these people back home. Rescue Sia. I really want this thing destroyed, actually. Lona, drop your frag grenades, and you rescue Singing Fury. Voomer, you take the frag grenades. They're going to be here somewhere. Equip those frag grenades. And pick up your charge lance. And throw those grenades there, please. Let's get this thing destroyed. I'm pretty sure it doesn't explode when destroyed, but lest we make a mistake, let's do it from here. Should only take a few of these. I'm a little worried about the bears still, but only a little. The bears seem quite content to hang around here. Oh, these ones are still alive? In pain, shock, and unconscious. Fine by me. Another grenade will do it. That'll do it. Done. Now get your charge lance back on you. And rescue Sia. Unless there's anything I really want to grab while I'm here. you know, I suppose that advanced component and glass steel would be nice, but do rescue Sia. There we go, I knew it wouldn't explode. People are worrying over nothing. Is that? Those really are grenades? Yeah, I'd rather not pick up 20% grenades. You might go down, have the grenades next to you catch fire, and then explode next to you when they reach low health. Might not even take. Okay, I was worried that was another another one of these kind of things popping up. Okay. Challenging thing, but dealt with easily enough. It's a shame that we shot Doc Spengler in the neck, and it's a shame that he's bleeding horribly. But as long as the bears don't circle on us here, we'll be alright. Boomer is literally starving. And she's not carrying any food on her. If I'd noticed that, I would have had her eat one of these things, but too bad, we'll get you back in no time. Consciousness is a shame. You know, do grenades even have quality? No, they don't, they're just regular. Bears circled on us when we went through here last time. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Boomer, come on. Oh, they're coming. They are coming. Boomer's in trouble. Drop Singing Fury. Remain out here with the animals. But do not have them on attack. If we can get through here without having to deal with that, that's all the better. Health, go and rescue Singing. Boomer, please. Nah, those bears are on us in no time. Kill the bears. Kill the bears. Uh-oh. They're not in. That bear's not interested in us. It's interested in Boomer. Or maybe it's interested in Lona. It's absolutely interested in Lona. Get over here before the rest of the bears make it. Get over here, everybody. Don't hold this open. Well, this could be a problem. We got a bear coming in. A couple of them. Get that door closed. Get under the cover. Right, it may or may not break that door down. Looks like it's not going to. Mission accomplished. Okay, we saved lives. We took care of the wrecked piece of spaceship. None of ours went down. Everyone seems to be okay. And these bears will die. Now the problem is, are any of these guys going to need tended to? And I'm not even going to leave it to chance. I'm just going to spam these over. Any injured elephant will have a place to go and will be tended to, and might even be fed. Also, I can't use these ones because then they're going to eat the stuff. There, good. Well, plenty of animals to be looked after here. Starting with Sia. Now, after saving Sia, surely I deserve... Well, Sia and Singing Fury, surely I deserve a reward for going out of my way to save their lives. Well, let's be reasonable here. After everything I've done, don't I deserve a cheeky little something? I think I do. Spengler? Oh yeah, Spengler did get shot in the neck. Lest we forget. Health's on the case, but they're starting with Lavash. None of our colonists have injured eyes or broken things like that. It's just a case of, you know, we could have it. Oh, we should give these people half-decent medicine. Come on, we're not monsters here. Dead in 11 hours. I mean, Lavash has an eye problem, but you can't install bionics onto animals. Not without a mod, of course. Okay. Whew. Spengler even needs rescue. Nah, they're fine. They're fine. They are, however, unconscious. So is Lavash. So I'm going to leave both of them over here. Sadly, they're going to be fed by our human food and not their hay. I don't know why colonists do that. They feed animals that eat hay human food. Even when the hay is right here and the human food is all the way over here. But people do what people do here. Yeah, you can tell someone's drafted by an underline under their name. It took me an embarrassingly long time to notice that. Charge lance shot there. It's a good thing they have such strong necks. If that had hit a human, the human would have died. There's no light in here. John, could you help us out? We had light before, but it seems to have vanished. That'll do then. Wait, the toxic fallout's over already? That didn't last long. I'm disappointed in you, Randy. Oh well, I don't anticipate there being toxic fallout anytime again soon, so let's remove that. Unrestrict everybody. The animals don't really matter so much. Oh man, I could have kept my growing zones. Huh. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Still having my heal root coming in, especially now that I can turn it in. Well, soon I'll be able to turn it into proper medicine. And then it's a case of how I want to divide up these for fields for the future. How much steel do I have? Rather a lot of it. Okay. Maybe kill the bears before going unrestricted. There aren't many left, and the two that are out here won't be manhunting forever. You are right, though. I could change ourselves to cowering indoors instead of unrestricted. Oh, I tell you who, though. Igor should always be on cowering indoors. There we go. Cower indoors. That covers all this space, right? Yeah, and stops us from going outside. Groovy. Did I ever finish building? I did finish building these. Night is just coming up, so I'm not going to switch bedrooms just yet. Now, how's this going to go? I'm thinking these three can go up here, and I'll have a nice 3... How much was that, by the way? It's going to be about 150 steel on that. Now there's no big deal running you out like so. Got a problem going out further than that? You probably do. Something like this. There we go. And I can designate this as a growing area for... I suppose I could have one come along here, but there's going to be a geothermal thing, which I didn't get around to building. Had a small problem that prevented that. We could have been out in that stuff the whole time and probably not really felt many negative impacts from it. This is a little rough because I like to have these things completely walled in with one little entry point. I guess I could have 2 little entry points. Do I even have granite for this? I think I'm running very low on granite. Oh, I'm running exceptionally low on granite. And all I have are slate chunks here, because someone keeps buying up slate. And if only I'd gone out and bought all that granite. Well, for now, at least, how are we doing on wood? Well, actually, for now I don't need to worry about doors. It's highly unlikely these things are going to get destroyed, and geothermals have lots of hit points going for them. They also cost a lot to build, but I want both of them ASAP. I'd honestly like to redo my power conduit. Oh, I also want to get rid of this wind turbine. I don't actually like it. No point of having wind turbines if we have geothermal generators. These things need a lot of space after all. The front and back here means that it needs there to not be trees or buildings in the way of it. I don't think crops matter, but I still just don't like the way it's built up here. And I'd like my currents to run up along here. Using steel tiles for that is... Oh, I'm using steel tiles? Oh, jings. Oh, jings malings, that was not meant to be. Thanks for pointing that out, though. Went way over my head. I can't believe I clicked that. Could have been worse. I could have gone golden tile. No, I just want it to be concrete. Oh, wait, what? Ah, it wasn't all steel tile. Jings, I'm only confusing myself here. Eh? Let's have a redo, shall we? This is all concrete. Brilliant. Let's have more of it. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Right, and we have another one coming along here. Actually, that doesn't make a lot of sense. No, of course it doesn't make any sense. That should be fine, though. Are we making a factory floor at long last? It's going to speed people moving around, it's going to get the dust off people, but more than anything, it's going to make it look better, in my view. It's going to be nice to have big designated areas for growing plants. Is that right side misaligned with the door? Oh, this one? I intend on moving this door over here anyway. If you'll believe that. Still telling me, Jings, there's nobody tending to these poor animals? Boomer, come on. I swear I saw some animals with a lot of bleeding going on. Yeah, quite a lot of them are still bleeding. Could we please see to those? Cower indoors is meant to include that. And doctoring is pretty high on the list of things to do. I don't get it. Why are you not immediately going to tend to them? Doctoring is the highest priority thing to do. Well, I guess Doc Spengler isn't rescued for one. But plenty of the other ones are busy bleeding horribly and could do with some attention. Just put it down and don't deal with it anymore? That's strange. Where's Doc Spengler? Feeding Doc Spengler, but not tending to Doc... Oh, Doc Spengler is tended to. I don't get it. I'm going to force you to tend to them anyway. Yeah, doctoring definitely includes animals. I'm just at a loss for why they weren't being tended to there. There's usually a good reason for these things, but I couldn't tell what it was then. Oh, Jinx, Modo's in some serious danger. Tend to Modo afterwards, please. There's a mod that fixes this. No lazy dog. As usual, a mod to fix a problem in RimWorld. Actually, there's no real reason to build these, is there? Single one is fine. Jimmy got fully healed at least, huzzah. But Jingo needs treatment, as does Modo. Tend to Jingo once you're done there. Oh, I suppose your malnutrition isn't helping, but you have eaten, so that's okay. And it was only trivial malnutrition. Enough RimWorld in my diet will teach me that. I really do not like animal sleeping spots because your characters waste a lot of time feeding them if they're downed. And animals do not need to be, well, not downed, but if they are sleeping there, they get tended to. I would like animals to not just go to sleeping spots for minor injuries. If they can get up and move, I don't want them sleeping forever, because they will sleep at the expense of even eating, which isn't good. So what I would do here is I'd say, okay, all the animals are tended to, so bye-bye. And see, they're all fine. In fact, they're hungry, so they're going to eat some hay. Thrombo babies? Not yet. Thankfully, I don't think are... Ooh, the grizzly bear's no longer angry. No, he's very angry, actually. Very, very angry, one could say. Why is he so angry? Still volcanic winter, though. We've been in this for over a quadrum. Not a big deal. Right, singing. That bionic eye. I do want it. I have a few options here. I think I can maintain the alliance if I send a present to the Tierra Confederation, which brings their happiness up to 100. A few problems with that is the cost of chem fuel and steel, and of course the stuff that I give them. But it might be for the better, and it would get rid of some of the wealth here that I don't need. I'll send them some dead bodies if they like. Like that plasma sword. I don't like plasma swords, so wouldn't be caught dead using them. I could even send them this charge rifle. It's decent enough to have, and it's kind of painful remembering how much I paid for a charge rifle. But I should still probably just get rid of it. These guns are not going to do me any good. We already have guns. Hopefully these are all guns that I have in my storage and it's not taking from stuff outside. Actually, I think it pays attention to home region. So it might be detecting those. And I don't want it detecting anything out here either. Cursed home region, too big for its own good. Home is where the heart is and nowhere else. Okay. So let's recheck that one, shall we? Use the melon baller and call it freak cooking exit. With the eye. Don't send them guns, Jake. Look why my crew did when we all had guns. It's a shame your friend didn't go down, Barcode. I really wanted his shield pack. It's not the same as a shield belt, but a shield pack can really save your day, especially against the mech hives. It's useless against the insects, but a godsend against the mech hives, because the mech hives, aside from the scythers, only use projectiles. And the shield, the deployable shield core is a hard counter to projectiles, all of them. Eats them all up. Now, where was I? I would believe I was giving you these expensive guns that I have, because I'm not keeping them for myself. because I'm just that generous. Otherwise, it's a good opportunity for me to get rid of a lot of these clothes that are hanging around, and I do not want any. I mean, I could really just go through and deliver all of these clothes. I have, well, I don't have plenty of stuff to make more clothes for people, but it won't be a problem of that, I'm certain. So I'd rather just ditch pretty much all of this stuff. Maybe not the cloth duster. I like dusters. But the rest of this stuff... Ooh, button-down shirt. Good. Well, I'll keep that. Unless it's... Devil Strand is good. Here I am just saying, oh, I want to give them all away, and then suddenly going, ooh, but. Basically, if I have them lying around, people don't want to be using them right now, so there's no problem just tossing it away like yesterday's garbage. And this should make a fine present, and if it's not fine enough, I can add some flak gear to it. I'm shocked I turned up with a pretty crap weapon and a flock of idiots to get out alive and unhurt. I was expecting to end the stream as a pair of drapes in the throne room or a multiple organ. I wouldn't harvest organs from my allies. That's just needless. There are other things I would harvest, and I'm eyeing them up right now, but I have some time to work on that. Oh, I've got some time to work on that. I guess I could put in... remove that eye. Suspend it for now and we'll do it later. I don't know why I can do operations on these two. Why? Does anyone know? Neither of them have infections. Why can I do it on both of them? I can't always do it on people that I save. And I've never found the answer to it. Also, I was trying to see how our Thrumbo is doing. Uninjured. Halfway through its pregnancy. Excellent. It's not like they'll need the organs after they're dead. That's the thing, if you organ harvest from allies, they will be livid. Funny the way that works. God, I want more granite. Oh, I've been wanting to go on that raid against the Ancient Danger. Right, I will do that once the elephants are healed, assuming that there are no other distractions. And there might be distractions, you never know with these things. So much slate around here, could I please have some granite? Granite's just a lot better for building out of. And my amount of granite is paltry right now. But fortunately the energy is back, the energy is working. We even have a massive surplus right now. Well, that's because this thing's operational. Maybe I won't destroy it just yet. There's a lot of work for people to do right now. Especially Meowzilla, look at the man go. Working like a man possessed. Uh-oh. Meowzilla, plants is not your specialty, that'll take you forever. Don't bother with that for now. There we go. Somebody else can cut this plant. Nyx has gotten sensory mechanites. That's actually quite good. Despite the pain, it makes him better at just about everything. Although, as usual, it makes him tired. Bleeding Nyx. Alf, would you mind cutting these trees, please? They're getting in the way of progress. There we go, he shows them how it's done. Yeah, at least it's not our fourth deal of muscle parasites, those are the worst. Did you find out, after all, how that better loot mod is like with the Ancient Danger rooms? No, I have not. I'm hoping that's not ridiculously overpowered. But the problem with Ancient Dangers as they are now is that they're just ridiculous. Go to Ancient Danger and find some herbal medicine and some packaged survival meals. And a single mad bison. Well, I don't think that's going to be a problem. We're not exactly faffing around outside. Sadly, they don't fight with each other. I'd love to see bear versus bison here. But there are many things I'd love to see. For one, me bringing back the production of food. Growing zone by terrain. Good. Good. Oh, it goes into these areas, which is not good. Do I want more trees, though? Is wood really such an issue that I want yet more trees? If I don't build them, I'm going to wish I'd built them. So yes, we'll have some Draco trees there. And it means that the roofs can go away. Sadly, removing roofs is a very slow process. So I'm not sure I want to remove all this roof, even though it's going to be slower to move around here. Because everything's just going to be so dark. Be better in the long run, but let's not think about the long run. What I'm thinking is having all of this as grass, except for this area, which will be whatever I choose it to be. And I don't want to run conduit through it. In fact, in general, this conduit's going to go bye-bye. In fact, really, all of this conduit can go bye-bye. It's just asking to be a problem. Because conduits carry that fire, so if a little bit of fire went here, it would go burn a lot of things down. Which I'd rather it did not. Let's have less of that. Okay, how much friendship do we get out of this? 56. It's very convenient, but maybe not convenient enough. I'll try my luck though. Here you go, friends. But I'm having that eye. And I really want that eye done well, so I'm actually going to use some good medicine. Not amazing medicine, but good enough. It'd be funny if I sent it to the wrong people, but I'm sure I sent it to the Rough Outlanders. Whew. Alright, and Boomer immediately gets to work taking Singing's eye out. Who knows, they might be lucky and get another bionic eye. Keep you for a little bit. Okay, how much of an impact does this have? Harmful surgery dropped our relations by 88, which is a lot. However, when these guys leave, we'll get better relations with them. The only down thing will be if we have natural relations going down between now and then. I'm just going to hope that we don't. Because that's the way to do it, just hope that good things happen. I think we should work on these trees later on, chaps. Ah, good to see everyone being so industrious. It'll be even better when I clean up this. I hate having just rooms full of junk in RimWorld. It's the reason why I invested in the deep storage mod. It might look cluttered from a UI perspective, but at least you don't have just this room full of garbage here. We still have this, which means I need places to put livers and things, which is why I want to expand my hospital. I was going to do all this stuff during Toxic Fallout, but no, Toxic Fallout barely lasted any time at all. I'm saddened by that, truthfully. Maybe if Jake comes by we can have 2 more bionic eyes, one can hope. Quiet elephants. We want you to take care of 8 elephants for 1.2 days. They're his favourite pets. The elephants are sick with blood rot and will require daily treatment. The disease can be slowed. Yeah, fair enough. Unfortunately, the Bezo Alliance is hunting the elephants. To try to hunt Yarnell personally, if you accept the elephants, there will be 3 raids of roughly this size. 10, 20, 30 to 40, 45 or so of them. Oh, I don't like that. However, there's a Persona Zeus Hammer. Massive damage, good armor penetration, not as good as a monosword though. Neural cooling and kind thoughts. Increases the mood of whoever has it, and improves their neural heat dissipation, which would be good for Psycasters, of which we have 1. I don't think John's around to make calls on these sorts of things. 12 honor is quite a lot as well. It would give John a promotion to Praetor. How long do... Oh, I've got 4 days to figure out this one. That's a lot of people. It's good, but I'm not sure it's worth taking on 120 tribesmen. Alright, look what we got here. Now all we need to do is connect it up. Oh well, out you go. Get some redundancy on you, both sides. Use elephants to protect the elephants. They're an ally. Oh yeah, we could think of all the human leather that would produce. But I'm also thinking of just how big a fight that would be. Even if I brought in allies, the allies would be tossed aside there. And my elephants would have a hard time dealing with that many people coming in. Well, we've got a few days. I can finish this off and then have a think about it. The bison and bear will not kill them all. However, if we get some dangerous creatures in the area, I can use the animal pulsar thing that I think I have. I did get the animal angry pulsar thing, right? Please tell me I got it. Here we go. The psychic animal pulsar will make all the animals on the map mad apart from our own, and that might be useful in taking care of the penitents and such. It's worth considering, at least. Get that redundancy going. $45 over 3 is 15 enemies per wave, assuming they're equally split. There will be 3 raids of approximately this size, so the 3 raids will each be about this size. The learning assistant. Invisibility is such a good psi ability. But I think I'd rather have the honor out of all those options, because that's a lot of honor. But I like Persona Zess hammers, and John would probably like it too. And there is gold, which can buy more honor. Don't care about the Eltex vest, but maybe John would like an Eltex vest. Nah, I'd probably just sell that for more gold. Many options. I'll give it a few days. Oh yeah, oh man. Hey, maybe you could help me deal with these guys. Triera Confederation coming in. Bionic arm, aesthetic nose, blinding pulse. You know what? It's not the worst idea to have these guys killed by them. The downside is they're Triera Confederation, so I can't bring any other allies. Nami, Sammy, Dylan. I don't recognize any of these names. Oh, Psychic Shock Lance. The guys are at +10 right now. I know. But I could still... I could take the quest, call in the Trierans as allies, and have them and these guys fight it out. These guys would hopefully all die and drop all of their stuff, but the stuff carriers might run away. And I'd still have more waves of those horrible tribespeople to deal with. It's just there's a big risk with those tribespeople. Send the patients out before. I might just break the alliance over this. I can get it back by sending them more gifts later on. I'm gonna need a lot of space for those blood-rotted animals to be in, though. Okay, I will actually have to set up some animal sleeping spots. Actually, it's just a little bit of blood rot. They won't die on it in just a few days. I don't think I need to worry about it. Give them gold to make up for the bodies. Yeah, well, the bodies could make up for it by... Yeah, I'll have plenty of bodies to get the alliance back with. The disease is not contagious. Almost no diseases in this game are. I'm not even sure if any of them are. Let's check if we can still call them in as allies. Might be a cooldown on it still. Oh, we'll never know because you don't do social. Why do I have such anti-social people here? Well, if nothing else, I got this defense going on and a lot of animals, which should be able to at least do a number on some of those tribal people. How viable do you think an into the airlock style plether is? The thing about that is this game can really push you to the edge much more than FTL can. And if I suddenly have into the airlock style stuff happening, I'm not sure I have the skills to pay those bills. Gee, I wonder why people with a murderize everything for fun idea. It's not for fun. Well, it could be. You go and do that. Lona's doing other stuff. Probably more training. Good, I can request military aid. It'll break the alliance, but that's alright. Okay. Chat. Which one will we take? The honor or the hammer? I don't really care about this one. That's a good hammer. But the honor is going to be very good for getting more things out of John. But the gold can buy honor. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Well, we're getting that hammer then. Okay, elephants. I hope they arrive within my area here. Kind of blow if they didn't. Okay, off they trot. It's just minor blood rot. Oh, but it grows faster than I thought. Are they instantly breeding? Are they going to breed with my elephants? I have many questions about this. Oh god, which are the... I guess these are the elephants that have joined in, I can tell because they're all untrained. What I could do is just generally tell them to go to one area and not move from it. There were 8 of them, right? So... Zone. I'll need myself a new area, which is... guest elephants. Guest elephants is here and nowhere else. They don't even need fed. I'm assuming they're not hungry. I hope they're not hungry. Nope. Nope. And it's only for a day and a bit, so they'll be fine. I'll just assign all of those elephants to go over there. Animals, elephants, guest elephants. And I will treat them. I wonder if you need medicine to cure blood rot, or if we could do it with our bare hands. I guess we'll find out soon enough. It's a shame that Voomer is the one that hangs around here the most, because I'm going to need someone to call in for reinforcements pretty soon. Pretty soon? Wait, that's not what I'm looking for. That's a mech cluster. Also, how are they getting in through here? They weren't allowed in here. Surprise! Well, the mechs will take care of any invaders from that end, at least. Yeah, your protection forces arrived. With a climate adjuster, because it was getting a bit hot out here. Okay, looks like we can use our bare hands to pluck out the blood rot. That's good. Let's hope these guys hang around for a wee while. But what happened to you? Oh yeah, the bison. There's going to be a stray shot that activates the mechs and everyone's going to die. And then I'm going to have 2 more raids to deal with. That's how I see this going. Temperature -10. It's not making things more hot, but that would be a serious problem if it was. Ah, man, what a bloody bloodbath this is going to be. And I'm not saying that with anticipation. This is going to be quite bad for me. Quite bad indeed. Well, at least everybody else is working hard. I'm going to take a quick water break before all this heats up. Okay, let's get back to it then. Imagine thinking attacking elephants here is a good idea. Mechs, mad bears, army of healthy elephants, and bloodthirsty future furniture artisans. They're invading their own funerals. I could kill these guys with this, but these guys are here to help me defend against the oncomers. There is something to be said for buying their stuff first. Vertigo Pulse is actually quite good. I like Shock Lances a lot. Psychic Animal Pulsar is also very good. And the thing is... oh, they also have quite a nice stash of gold. It's a question of what I care more about, the silver or the stuff they have. I'm taking a big risk on this, because the animals can just run away quite easily. Maybe pay for their stuff with things that don't burn, just in case. Do they have fire launchers? These are all fire launchers. That's an excellent point there. Let's make sure that silver doesn't burn, by the way. Silver, flammability. It does burn. Does gold burn? Hmm. This might not work out so well. Well, this won't work out so well. Oh dear. Rocks don't burn, yes, but I highly doubt these people are going to buy my rocks. They're exotic traders. They will buy my calves and cows at the very least. Elephants. And whilst elephants do burn, they're not something I'm going to take back. But then I'd lose elephants without much to show for it. Oh, wait, these guys are Tiara Confederation. I could give them a small gift to prevent them from leaving me if their relations drop down a little bit. Jean, you heard me. Go and do what we can to help this. There's another unstable power cell, which would be great for me to get, but my god. 3 auto inferno turrets, an auto charge turret, 3 mini sluggers, a mech high shield so they can't be bombarded, and mech capsules. And how many can they summon? Is anyone seeing any summon node things? Okay, they won't summon more. So actually it's quite poorly defended, although it depends what comes out of these. It can obtain a number of mechanoids, ready to emerge and fight upon being awakened. Well, that doesn't fill me with good feelings. What can you give me? Cow and a bull is tempting, which is true, but... I don't like packaged survival meals. Plasteel? Plasteel doesn't burn. But there's a chance I could lose all my plasteel if I trade them all my plasteel. Steel does burn though, I can't trade out with that. This is a big risk. The rewards have to outweigh the risks here. Aesthetic nose isn't going to help anybody. A bionic arm would help. Means... well, I don't think anybody needs one right now, but they're nice to have. Bionic spine could be useful when we least expect it. But it's those shock lances I like so much. They can really tip the balance in a really sketchy fight. And I really want their gold. Steel does burn. Doesn't really matter though. Oh, right, yes, steel. Steel does not burn. Steel items burn. No, steel does burn. Steel does. You're confusing me here. Right, do I want to get rid of my plasteel for this? That's a lot of plasteel to surrender, and a big risk to take. I'm not sure I want anything other than that shock lance. If there's one thing I want out of these people, it's that shock lance. Sure. Alright, steel. Matthew Steel, flammability 0%. There we go. But things made out of steel have flammability. Like these steel conduits, flammability 70%. Steel wall, flammability 40%. Guess the implication is you're mixing steel with something else. By the way, I wish to offer them a gift in these trying times. I could actually gift them an elephant, couldn't I? Hey, I can gift the elephants that were given to me. I can sell them. Wow, that's kind of cool, but not what I want to do. Say goodbye to these couple of elephants then, just to get some goodwill going. Otherwise, I want you to grab whatever we picked up here. Can't remember what it was though. It was that psychic lance. Where is it? Just pick it up for now. Get yourself back inside before things go really Pete Tong. Then drop it and haul it. Bye bye elephants that I didn't care about enough to name. I'm at my elephant limit, and I've far exceeded it. There we go, these guys got some crappy 10 quality to their blood rot. The elephants aren't our elephants, so they won't be a blow to morale. Don't worry about it. We had Rook die, and nobody minded. Or maybe just nobody cares about Rook, there is that possibility. Okay, attacking force, you can start now. I have 10 poorly armed humans ready to take you down, although the incendiary launcher will be a nice addition. Although if they attack from here, they're not even going to come close to those raiders. Actually, an attack from here is the worst place they could attack me from. Yeah, if they come in from the north, I'm in trouble. Especially since I don't have this geothermal generator actually built. Actually, I'm going to cancel you for now. It's not necessary. We have plenty of power. For now. I missed the other mech cluster, says Marvin. Yes, it's not a particularly threatening one, and it might even work for us. Hang on, these aren't even part of the mech cluster. These are dead scythers. Huh. Somebody would have noticed that when I was talking about them having those, and is likely having a laugh about it. Uh-oh, this thing assembles centipedes. There's a lot of bad news here. Maybe if you open the doors with the mechs, the raiders will go down there, even if they come from the north. Open the doors with the mechs. The raiders will go down there, even if they come from the north. There's a big risk in that. You are right, though. There is a chance that they'll come through here instead. I don't really like the risk, but we'll do it. At least I should be able to react fast enough. The way that the bears died there, it looks like they died sitting on their butts, looking up at the sky, wondering what could have been before life left their eyes. What leads you to such morbid thoughts there, Forecast? I thought you got plenty of sleep last night. Also, I don't want tatties here, I want cotton. Alright, we can finally get some medical production going at this rate. Good job, Voomer. Maybe add some backup wall to the doors in the north to make the doors on the wall look less enticing for the tribal wave when it comes. There is a good temptation to add a bit more to it. I have a lot of slate. I hate making slate walls because they're incredibly weak. And it also reduces my ability to kind of peek out of here and shoot, but it's not like I do a lot of peeking out and shooting, is it? There we go. Couldn't hurt, and it'll be easier to make than granite wall, although I'm not convinced it's going to be built in time. Meowzilla is the super builder, and I don't think he's going to get it done in time. The mechs can go straight through those doors anyway. If they've got centipedes, may as well try to funnel them through the Megazilla Beggar Town. Mechazilla Beggar Town. That's assuming they don't come in with a sapping way that just comes and goes through this. Mecha Godzilla Beggar Town. Oh, where do they get this stuff? Well, I guess I'll build my crummy slate walls around here. Never feels like there's enough time to relax in this blessed game. Can't believe I'm so low on granite. This is the stuff I should be mining out, but I don't want to mine out this lovely bit of natural defense. I should mine out this stuff, although not get the whole roof fall down on me. Yeah, if I strip mine some of this, it would help out. Come on, or else these guys are going to leave, and that's the last thing I want. We accepted it 11 hours ago, and it's only going to last 1.2 days. We're going to get 3 raids in 18 hours. A raid every 6 hours. Oh, maybe. Boomer back in her books. Boomer crushing through that intellect. Be ashamed the mechs drove all your elephants insane. Eeeeee. I sure hope the shuttle lands inside my walls. Oh yeah, 3 simultaneous raids now. That would be interesting. And by interesting, I mean I would die. I wonder how you meant to deal with that. I'd be attacked by 120 of these buggers, and I don't have my orbital explosion, and John didn't get any extra honor, so I couldn't call a bombardment on them. 3 for it. And the only allies I can call in right now are these guys, the Tierias. Oh, hang on, I wanted to not break the alliance, why did I only give them 22? Shoot, I should have given them just a little bit more to not break the alliance. It'll make my life easier. Get on it, John, before we get attacked, please. Mr. Belliam says, mazes with spike traps, automated turrets, and maybe some mortars. I hate kill boxes. Refuse to play like that in this game. If I can avoid breaking the alliance, that's going to make my life easier. So let's give them a little bit of something to bring them up to, well, more than 22. What can I offer them? That could give them some kidneys and lungs. What are we at? 22, 29. Hmm. 33. Still comes with risks, though. Could give him a liver on top of that. I mean, Jinx's stuff isn't doing any good for me unless I hand it away. Oh, and there'll be plenty of people to donate more spare parts to me after this raid, I imagine. Although I still didn't get the opportunity to enlarge my prison or my hospice. But let's give them that. There we go. 52 insulates us against both a drop in relations for natural change over time and for calling in allies. What do you call a raider? Bleeding out from a mortar hit. I don't know, what do you call a raider bleeding out from a mortar hit? Mortally wounded. I don't know why people bother. Just looking at it from aesthetics point of view, concrete 1 by 1 looks awful. If I become decadent, I'd like to change it out. Oh no, 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 don't leave! Don't leave, you were meant to fight for me! Ah, crock. Shings, they didn't hang around long, did they? Well, I can only hope they run straight into a raid here. They must have heard what I'm up to. And those muffalos full of all the goods are leaving first. Oh, all those lovely goods. My lungs, my livers, my kidneys, that side trainer, flat screen telly, my elephants. I'm sad now. Good thing I didn't get rid of all my plasteel, though. At least I've still got my plasteel that I never use. Damn it. Oh well. Maybe I shouldn't leave this door open. Seems like I'm asking for somebody to go in and use it as cover and get shot and blow up my unstable power cells. Okay, really, game. You're gonna give me 3 raids in 12 hours. Let's do some actual counting. 4, 11, 21, 30, 39, 42, 43. 43 times 3 is 129. How many times 7 is 129? I'm thinking it's a lot. It's lower than 20, but it's more than 15. You just keep telling yourself at least it's not muscle parasites. Well, Nyx has new things going on in his muscles. Semi-coherent mechanites which reside in the nervous system. They enhance the victim's senses, but also cause intense pain. Probably a mutated strain of sense-enhancing mechanites. Tribals come in greater numbers and tend to be better skilled than industrials and imperials. And numbers is one advantage I do not have. Well, if they come in from here, at least they'll deal with this for me. And it's highly unlikely that they will hit this in a crossfire because they're not going to be using fire or... Hello! Oh, well that's the worst position they could arrive from. Hello, humans. Oh, it's only 27 of them. Very generous. Hey, I recognize Max. Maximilian Zero is attacking us here. Who else do we have that we recognize here? Oxia, eel, mantis, kangaroo. It can be really hard to tell who's who. Okay, what do we do about this? They are... well, they might come around here. They intend to breach your walls and they will determine their own path into your colony. So probably straight through here then. I think you have your doors open, not these doors. I have one door here open on purpose in the hopes that they'll go around for it, but these kinds of fellows probably won't. Well, 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 well. We'd call in both of our allies to help deal with this one, because I'm wanting some of them to come around from this angle. And if this is one of 3 attacks, I think we're in hunker down mode. Awaken the mechanical horde. No, that's only going to help if they go around that area. It's a shame nobody ever hangs around here. And Ryan won't do social, and Nyx won't do social. Health does social, right? I'll barely. Oh, but he can't communicate with the Imperials. So John, get our friends on the case, please. What?